could be with anyone, you're here with me. You're here with me. You could be around for
You could be with anyone, and I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me.
Hey, welcome to the show. Another one. This is the call-in show, though. So I don't plan on droning on and on about how crazy Sister Wives has been. I don't know. The one big complaint I have, like I said on Sunday, is the fact that they ran like 15 minutes in the first part. Well, before I get into it, let me get some ones in the chat to make sure you guys can see me, you can hear me, and I'm not talking to myself, because that would be kind of terrible. Because I don't even say put some twos in there, because all right, thank you, Jody Perry Scholar, appreciate you. Yeah, because if you can't hear me, you can't see me, you're not gonna put a two in. You know what I mean? If you put a two in, you just messing with me at that point. But thank you so much, Jody. Appreciate you. The one thing I will say about the whole ridiculousness of the tell-all was the fact that they ran 15 minutes of just like stupid stuff. And we have too much to talk about for you guys to be wasting time on dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like get right to the meat and potatoes. Like I don't want to do the appetizers. I don't want an appetizer. I want to get right to the entree. You know, and maybe the dessert. Watching Robyn sit there and try to lie to everybody. I'm actually on everyone's side. How come nobody is seeing that? It's not fair. I'm the victim here. I was going to hold it out because what I want to do is I want to make sure nobody's talking trash about us. And I'm gonna do a video specifically about that, about Kody and Robyn, and the whole like we don't want to be bad talking to each other. You lady, you on a reality show, you idiot. What are you talking about? You're on a reality show. We should be encouraging each other. This ain't the March of Dimes. Like, what are you talking about? You lunatic. But we'll put in, here's the link. We can light the fires and kick the tires. So you guys know I have a timer I'll be putting on the screen so that way you guys can see it too. I won't start the timer. When you guys come up, I'm not going to just like, hello, click. You know, it'll be like, you know, give it a little, so we can get a little banter going. And then once we get into the, you know, you want to get into your message. That way you kind of know where you are too. That's my shoe in the house. Nicole Aggie, what's up? Lizzie B in the house. What's going on? Uh-oh. Try to pull it up and then jump me right to the video. Yeah, Robyn needs to take a break. She needs to take it easy. Because that whole thing is just kind of super sketchy. But let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Bring Linda up. What's going on, Linda? How you doing?
Why you got to start with me? Hey, how you all doing?
Doing well.
Listen, you know, I don't watch it. I caught it on YouTube. You know what? They did have a lot to say, but there was a nuance we didn't get. Haha. You know what? The mask is falling off because I don't think that season 21 is going to air. I think Mary, it's really sad that Mary needed Jen there as emotional support to stand up for herself. It was like I watched it twice and I'm like, you could have said what you had to say. I don't know why she's still fearful. I think she's still stuck. I was listening to sorry. While I was working, I was listening to your recap. And you said something and it kind of stuck. She in her mind, I think she's about the Kody from 30 years ago. She's not separating that. She's not separating that at all. From jump, Kody announced that it was going to be the talk shit show.
Right.
That's what it is. So my big issue, oh shoot, I see the timer. Okay, so my issue is that Janelle is Janelle. Janelle doesn't give a shit about anybody but Janelle, and we all need to understand that. The woman never fell apart when her child died. I still would have been in a loony bin or in therapy, especially given the violence surrounding it. Okay, fine. I work in a hospital. Everyone grieves differently. I don't, no, not something like that. I think we went over it. There was no way that Kody was going to be able to have that side deal.
Mm-hmm.
It was not going to happen. I think what he wanted to try to do is see, since he had the majority to sell it. And I think what he was going to do to force Mary is to sell the plots where Mary's name wasn't on. It was him and Robyn and maybe him and he had Christine's plot. So he had two plots he could have sold. So I think he was going to try to get Mary to come to the table. But the biggest bomb there is that they both said it, that Robyn came with an NDA. So I'm going to beg to differ, James. You could answer me on that one. It's a 50-50 thing there. I don't think Kody calls all the shots. It has nothing to do right now with Robyn's cooter or if she's close to God.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, like, what was your reaction when you saw that she is the one that came with the NDA to both of them?
Well, I wasn't surprised with it. Just so everybody knows, we don't have anybody else in the queue. So if you guys want to call in, you're more than welcome to call in. But because we don't have anybody, I'm gonna extend the time. So
thank you.
So it is what it is. All right, but yeah, I think right off the top, I'm not surprised that they did it because I do think that they're working together, and I think that the whole thing I would even go as far as to say the whole plot and point of him saying, Kody saying, I'm going to sign the document right away. That gives them a false sense of security that everything is said and done because Kody is always presented to himself to be the sticking point, the one that was like the hardest to convince. And then once you get Kody on board, like the way the women, both Janelle and Mary thinks, once we get Kody on board, he can get Robyn on board. So he's the hard sell. So once he Mary goes down first.
Okay.
It was Janelle, then Mary. So Janelle goes down, Mary goes down, and they're talking back and forth. Kody shows up, and they're probably thinking, woo, we good now because we got the hard one. So it's just a matter of Robyn taking her lazy ass down there. Maybe on a shopping spree, she could just pop into the courthouse and judge it up, get it done. And here she is presenting this document. I think this was always the plan. And if Mary would have signed that document,
oh my God,
I think they would have screwed her over because she wouldn't, like, if they would have took and sold everything and gave her, because literally, if you break it down, just so we're all on the same page and we're talking numbers, the Kody Pass, the plots that they own was about 15, almost 16 acres, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mary's section of that plot, the way the land is divided or whatever, she only had about an acre and almost a half, almost a half, not even an acre and a half of that 16. Like, so she was like, you know what I mean? So if literally 16 acres, you figure you could put, if you had 16 houses, like you gave each house, she would only get one house and these other folks would have about 15 houses between them.
Got it. It was that big.
Right.
Okay.
The cut is crazy. The cut is
Yeah.
crazy. So if Mary would have signed that, I firmly believe that if Mary would have signed that document that Robyn had tried to get her to sign, we settled up, everything is cool as far as the money. You can't come after us for the finances. That's the important one. And
Yep.
shut the hell up, NDA.
Yeah, it wasn't just an NDA because Kody made it a point of saying documents when he was talking to his friend.
Right.
So another content creator has put out the information that Kody and Robyn, already took out a $750,000 equity line of credit. In my heart of hearts, I'm thinking Mary's lawyer sued for the down payment money and got that and more.
Right.
I'm hoping so. I had a really busy day, and then when I was done, I was too tired. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying how to Google, real estate documentation, because here in New York, we could put something called ACRIS, ACRIS. You could put in an address or a person's name and the county, and you could find out the property and all the paperwork associated with it.
Mhm.
I don't have the address to Coyote Pass, but you have his name, and I was trying to figure out the verbiage. So if any one of the mega minds knows how to dig like that, just DM me. I was gonna verify it because it seems like content creator not to be named gets a little bit dramatic and is not reliable. Does pull paperwork, but I didn't have a
Right.
chance to find it anyplace else. So I'm fantasizing that Mary sued
Right.
or her lawyer did. I
Here's
did
the
something.
thing.
I did
Here's the
something.
thing.
Go ahead.
There's a possibility that Mary did that, and I hope she did, because I hope Mary gets her money. But there's also a real strong possibility that these two clowns are just blowing through money.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the craziest. Like, it hurts my heart. Like, it hurts my heart. This is why I'm so crazy about it. People, James, why you get yourself so worked up? Because I don't want anybody to fall into this foolishness. But especially when you give somebody money, a substantial amount of money, and they're bad with money. They're bad with money. So there's no chance you ever getting any money out of this fool, because he's going to blow it all. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. Like, this guy had equity lines of credit on a McMansion. Like, what are you doing?
On the one he just bought.
Well, on the one he sold. He had
Yeah.
credit on that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the one he
Yeah.
just got on the Cinder, what are we calling it? The Cinder Block Mansion or whatever?
Palace, the
Cinder Palace.
Chateau. Yeah, he might have
Yes.
got a new one on that one.
Yeah, that's
You know
what
what I'm saying?
the content creator said. And the payment, it's a $750,000 equity line of credit to be paid off in like 2036. So this one is just this is from the brand new one. So that's why I'm kind of fantasizing.
Right.
If the TLC interns are on, please take note. Suki is giving these leading questions. She's given us bullshit. It still looks like the Kody show. Can you all get Tamron Hall and get someone to hit the hard-hitting questions? Just for my nosy ass, I would still like to know what happened to that quilt that Mary had to take apart and send to Kody. You want to ask silly questions, have her ask that one.
Right.
Yeah, because I thought I'm looking at Suki, there's like no way you're an award-winning journalist. This ain't shit. You couldn't pay me to do this if I was a professional journalist. But
you burning through your career, your credits.
yeah, your credit. What are girl games?
Dog shit. Yeah.
James, when she said define girl games, I just almost fell off my chair. I'm like, what? Did you go to high school?
And
Girl games.
I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't think that what they are doing is girl games. If I don't like you and I talk shit about you, that's not a game.
No.
You know what I mean? Mary don't like Robyn. Janelle don't like Robyn. So there's a possibility that the two of them get together. Christine don't like Robyn. So if any of that combination gets together, there's a good possibility Robyn name gonna come up and she ain't gonna be shit in the conversation. That's just,
But the thing is that Kody made sure, and in his little fiefdom, that these women would never ever get back on friends. They probably don't. I think that little ex-wives club was probably the closest we were ever going to see Janelle and Mary play around. But getting to Mary again, I wish she would really come out of her shell and let it rip. She's absolutely right. She can't trust anybody. So I have someone like Janelle at my job. So I know, like, I understand Janelle and her character. It's not even that they're selfish or mean. They just really don't want to be bothered. They don't give a shit about anybody else.
Mhm.
But the fact that she told Mary, get a lawyer, it was a plus on her part, but I'm not forgetting Megatron, where Megatron is like, she needed an ally. And
Right.
you're right. Janelle's behavior is always an ally. She would start things and would delegate. She started the real estate, wanted to delegate it to Christine.
Mhm.
She wanted to do whatever. I think the physical fitness thing or whatever gym. I think somebody else had to do the research for her. She is Kody, and she was the Robyn before Robyn, but she's just who she is. So
That's
we know that she couldn't do a side deal, but the fact that she didn't come out and say to Mary, listen, he's going to try to screw you over. But then again, this is the same woman that never told any of the other wives they're squandering through our money like crazy, getting assets. So that's like really pretty much. I don't think I really wanted to touch on anything else too tough. If it comes back, I'll call. But I it's just Robyn's face. Is it me, or did the facade fall off? Like,
You know what? I think that when
mm,
push comes down to shove, because she didn't get the NDA that she wanted, and she realizes, like, because these people are so soft. They are so soft that if any criticism is leveled towards Robyn or Kody, they just go crazy. Like, they can't take any slight criticism, anybody talking bad about them at all, and they just lose their mind. And she feels like she's been slighted because she doesn't have that protection, and she should have pressed, like, she wanted Kody to press Mary on signing that NDA. Here's the crazy thing. In
mhm.
my opinion, why I don't think the NDA was that important to him. I don't think the NDA was that important to him. I think what was important to him was for them to get the
Slip it in that
sex
other paper
settlement
that you're
document.
not coming after more money. Oh, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
I don't think that, because that Mary, like, God love her, but the only reason why she's even fired up and talking shit on the couch now in that last episode is because Jen is sitting there.
Yeah.
If you look at it, Jen kickstarted all of it. Because when they showed Kody, basically, what had me fired, my blood pressure went through the damn roof.
I
Is that,
heard you. I'm like, oh my God, he sounds worse than me.
right? Are you serious? When he was like, I don't owe her shit. I'm not gonna give her nothing. If I give her anything, it's
Oh,
out of the grace and goodness of my heart. Because legally, I don't have to give her nothing. And the whole time I was like, this is what I've been talking about. Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you are relying on the kindness and understanding of somebody else, especially when y'all call yourselves doing business. If you're going to do business, act in a business or professional manner. Document shit, make contracts, make agreements, have understandings. When everybody is sitting around smiling, kikiing, and happy and looking forward to the future and how y'all going to hit it big, that's the time for you to talk about what happens if this doesn't work out and how do we divide shit. That's when you start talking about it. Before there's arguments, animosity, and anger. Because if you wait, then all that's going to happen is Kody's going to try to find every advantage. And he set it up so he had every advantage.
but that's what he always did, and they let him get
Right.
away with it. Like when
Absolutely.
Mary asked to borrow, she didn't want the money. She asked to borrow for the initial down payment because she was approved for everything.
Mhm.
And they told her no. And the reason they told her no, because they weren't benefiting from it. That should have been her eye opener right there.
Right.
That she had Jen. Thank God. God really put Jen in her path. And Jen's been trying to get her to do things for 10 years.
Mhm.
Okay. And she's finally getting to it. I'm thrilled about that. And the one thing where you had me tickled, I agree, but you missed what TLC was doing, with Christine and David trying to take that hot rod. It wasn't. That was just, okay, look at them cute.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Kody and Robyn, they just wanted to show off that ugly ass artwork from in front of their house. And I started reading, started going in those little things. That Adirondack chair or whatever on their porch is like a couple of $1,000s. God knows what that sculpture is. Just them trying to be cute,
Right.
and Janelle defending herself along the way. They were just trying to humanize them. TLC interns, it's not working. We don't give a shit. We know that
Yeah.
they don't have the same values we do. We know that Kody and Robyn are garbage. We know that Kody is so exposed. If anyone knows any FBI agents, start watching the show. Give them just cause to open up a probe. Just saying.
Take a look at them. But I mean, the way it's going, and that's where I think, especially from Mary's perspective, I think she's in a good position to just say, look, I'm not going to guarantee I could win. I'll take you to court. There's no guarantee I'm going to win. But that discovery is going to be hell on wheels because
Yes.
we're going to pull the car and we're going to pop the hood and we're going to take a look. And when we looking at that family fund, if the numbers don't number and shit ain't adding up right, somebody might have some explaining to do.
Follow the trail.
The documents over to the FBI or
Listen,
the IRS. You know what I mean?
I did something that I never did. I went on Mary's Instagram and I said, I'm very glad that you stood up for yourself. You
Right.
need to keep sticking up for yourself. And I hope that your lawyer is going to do a forensic audit so you could get the money that you gave for the down payment and anything else. I was going to mention the divorce, but I felt like I was crossing the line because to me, that whole divorce thing, I started rewatching some, that was all coercion. And,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any grounds where they could actually say that he did that as a financial move. Like, I don't know if there's precedent in that, whereas, one man forced his wife to divorce him so he could marry someone else and squander the funds. Like, I don't know. I'm sure there's precedent, but, you know
don't
me.
know.
I want to see Kody. I'm telling the FBI and the FBI agents put it in CODIS, put that DNA in CODIS. I'm telling you. Yeah, but yeah, he does have listen. He does have a propensity to violence. He has access to weapons. Oh yeah, if anybody else is waiting, let me know because I something just came to my mind. I started doing digging because they said he had an arms part company. So
Yeah.
he was in a company that actually sold the weapons and he left. And then he was supposed to be doing like selling parts and selling these kits, like I think survival kits. But he got dinged. I think he got like a federal fine because he took the client list with him and he wasn't supposed to. Yeah, it was something along that lines. I forgot where my notes are. So he's shady through and through. That's who he's been. He's the snake oil salesman and he's like a pimp. Sorry, I'm looking at it now like he's a pimp. He got his filler in his cheek because he was looking a little haggard lately. You notice that he doesn't look like a hound dog. He got his filler in, but he's a pimp. And this is what all these polygamists do. They're just pimps. I don't think there's a polygamist there that I'm marrying 5 women because I adore them and I can't live without them. But Mary, if any of her friends are listening, Jen, just encourage her to keep fighting for herself. I'm glad, Christine got her piece, but who knows if they do discovery, she could get her money because he could have forced her to sell that part in Coyote Pass.
Well, I mean, I don't know if she could be. I don't know because she signed that over willingly, and she
well,
I don't know how deep she
allegedly,
wants to go.
allegedly, we don't know if it was willingly. Allegedly, but yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I got. I couldn't finish listening to your show because it was a long day, but you had me tickled, Sir James. I'm like, oh, that carpenter, he went through about 5 different hammers. You must have gone through 5 hammers. If I would have heard you on Sunday night, I would have had to stay. I think I stayed up a little bit and I had to go to sleep.
No, I can dig it. I can dig it. I had to get up early too, but I was so mad. Like that, like I said, that whole the way their approach to stuff is horrendous. Their approach to things is horrendous. Like I think that they lack just common decency. So even with Kody and Robyn, they're trying to pretend like, oh, if we stop talking bad about each other, we can go back to the way things used to be. That shit is over. Like that
No.
boat has sailed, it blew up, and it sank to the bottom of the harbor. Like that thing, like you are never going back to a position where I feel comfortable just watching y'all skipping, through the daily daisies or the roses or the tulips. I just don't feel comfortable with it because you guys are some horrible people. Like you're horrible people.
Yeah. I mean, you made all this peace, and then I did a quick, reflection on the tell-alls. First of all, a little weird, David's reaction. Like, why did he had to say in front of me that he loved her? Like, I don't know if this is goading or this is content, because I guess it's going to be next Sunday. I think he said a lot of things to Christine that he shouldn't have said, knowing that it was going to bother David. But since he is the priesthood whole leader still, because even though he's out of the AUB, he was still a Mormon. I don't know how that even works. So maybe because he considers himself a priesthood leader and above David, I think he said a lot of things just to get David's goat, because once Christine said it's water under the bridge, he's like, well, if I didn't do what I did, you wouldn't have had what you had.
Right.
And that was really my catalyst for, what bothered me, that they said they would do it all over again. Look, if God came to me and said, you could do your life all over again, do you know how many fucking things I would change? I would not want to relive any bitter experience. You know why? Because maybe I made the wrong decision, and that's why I had that bitter experience.
Right.
Had I made the right decision, I wouldn't have. But if I had even one child like Mary, or 6 like the other 2, and I had a husband like Kody, I would never say I want to go through that again. I wouldn't put myself through that. I wouldn't put my kids through that. I would say I wish God would enlighten me, or whatever the hell I believe, or anyone believes in, and I wouldn't take that path. So, oh my God, and he was just trying to get Janelle back. And, just leaving that door. And with Mary, that now I know what his problem is with Mary, because even though she's not sticking up for herself the way we would want her to, she's always given him pushback. And I think she was always the moral compass that he didn't want.
Right. Well, I just think that she was anything, because I think she just didn't go along. And if she gets any pushback, because like push him down the show. I don't want to be an asshole here. But I think that there is a part where it's a signal that you have a weak mind if you can't ever be challenged in the things that you say. You know what I mean? Like to me, that's weak minded. If you can't, like if I say, oh baby, we're gonna invest some money into some magic beans. What are you talking about? We're not mortgaging a house to invest. Or, when the Mega Millions or the Powerballs or whatever, the lotto was up to like $2 billion or something. I'm gonna mortgage my house and then I'm gonna go down and buy all tickets. No, you're not.
Lord.
You know what I mean? But if you are weak minded, if your wife comes to you and be like, that is a stupid. What are you talking about? Because every ticket is like it's $1 billion to 1 for every ticket you play. So now you want to put down like X amount of dollars to get so many tickets. And it's just you're starting over every time you play, each number you're starting over again. Like it's not like you mix and match them. So that wowould be stupid. No, you can't.
Absolutely.
I'm a genius. I'm the leader. I'm the priesthood holder. God told me to mortgage the house. Because he must want you to be homeless. Is that what you're telling me? So
yeah, really.
I just can't take the challenge. And I think Mary challenges him in a way that he's not comfortable with. And that's where because I don't disagree. I think we're saying kind of the same thing, but I think it's just that, he just can't take it because he's weak-minded.
Right. And that's why he would go to Janelle. Oh my God. Did you you lost your shit so bad when he's like, I'm paraphrasing, where Janelle is the bookkeeper and made all the financial decisions, and I listened to her. I thought you were gonna lose your mind. I said, Lord Jesus, I hope this man doesn't have high blood pressure. I don't know his address. I hope his wife is by the door and they gotta call an ambulance. Cause James, you done lost your shit. Every last bit of it. I
That
was
was
like, oh my God.
Well, I listened to Janelle, but I didn't listen to it when it came time to deed the houses or the property or pay off Kody Pass. Because remember, she was trying to get him to pay Kody Pass off a year.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
wasn't listening then. But this
He's
one time, she
Mhm.
comes, let's screw over Mary. Yeah, of course, because you're my financial advisor. Get the fuck out. That was so stupid. That I don't know. She's mixed up in it, but I don't know if she was the one that pushed it. Plus, Kody revealed too. If you listen to him talking, he got excited and said, "Yeah, I was going to sell all the land out from beneath everybody else." And he was like, "Oh no, I mean that was Janelle who suggested."
Yeah, he caught it. Yeah, he did. I caught that. Yeah, I caught that. He lies and he exposes himself in the same sentence.
Right, he told on himself.
He
Like,
does
you
tell
big
on
dummy.
himself.
You big
But the
dummy.
one question, and then I'm gonna let you go because there gotta be some people waiting. Because what,
Yeah,
you
we
all
have to
sleeping
go.
today?
Yeah.
All right. The one question is, I don't understand why they sold Hash Knife and got into the Cinder Block mansion.
Mm.
There's something weird there. Like I was just thinking about him. Like I gotta remember to ask the question. Why did you sell that to get into even bigger debt?
Oh, because one, they always gotta do more than they can afford. But two, they tore that damn house up. That first house, Robyn or Kody's house, the
Really?
mansion, they tore that house up. Yeah, he was dropping trees on it. They tore that house up. And it
I
wasn't
thought it
getting
was
repaired.
a tree.
Yeah, well, he dropped a tree on the roof and it damaged the deck. And a person who went to the house surreptitiously, with one of the buyers, they had reported back that the deck is all cracked up. So the deck
Oh, wow.
the deck and stuff has to be replaced. They have to do work on the roof. That house needed work. And he doesn't do the work.
But you
So
hire contractors.
yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like he's so busy trying to get new that he doesn't take care of the stuff that he has. If that makes sense. So he dropped the house, he dropped a tree on that bad boy. They weren't doing like I own a house and as great as it is to be a homeowner,
It's
it's
a
a
lot of
lot of
work.
money and it's a lot of work. Because every time you turn around, something needs to get repaired or something needs to get replaced, or you got to do this, or you got to do that, you got to maintain this, you got to maintain that. Like it's a lot of time,
Yeah.
and if you're not willing to do that, it might be better off renting. Like there ain't no shame in that shit. You call
Okay.
the landlord, like, yo, the toilet ain't flushing.
Yeah,
Like my
right.
toilet go down. I got to go down to Lowe's, Home Depot, one of the box stores. Get to use some of
Okay.
them tools and shit they give. The dads get tools for Christmas and their birthday. So
That's terrible. That's like, don't you dare give mama vacuum cleaner for her birthday. No.
right.
But all
Well,
right. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I don't want to take up anyone else's time, but those were the points. But things that make me go,
yeah.
I get what you're saying about that house, but it still doesn't make sense to sell it and buy an even bigger one that
No,
costs
hell
even
no.
more money.
Hell no. Especially
It's
look,
crazy.
if you 50 years old, he's almost 60. You
He's
60 years
57.
old.
Yeah.
Why would you want to get into a 30-year mortgage at 67, 57?
At 2.1 million.
Right. And you got little kids. Like, what the fuck are you like, bro? I'm sorry, I'm cussing myself. But
You
what are
could
you
curse.
thinking?
It's me.
What are you thinking? Like, I guess you
I,
never want to retire.
I'm
what I
just
mean?
saying this. God is good because they were going to try to finagle something. And since they got into this, they had to sell Coyote Pass.
Mhm.
That's why Robyn couldn't come up with nothing else because if she didn't sign, they would have lost everything.
Right.
And I'm just saying, God is good. God is good. And I'm surprised she didn't pop out any more kids, but that's a conversation for another day. Okay. I heard
All
the
right.
ding. All right. Bye.
I'll talk to you.
My story, and I'm sticking to it.
There you go. There you go. Have a good night. That's Linda's story, and she's sticking to it. Before we go to the next call, let me just we have local art switch up, then we have D, then we have Negla. Let me just check something real quick because I thought I put my phone on airplane, and then all of a sudden it's ringing. That's never positive. Make sure it's not. Okay, no, we're good. I just want to make sure it wasn't an emergency. My wife stepped out. I just want to make sure she was good. If might have to, slide down the pole, slide down the back pole, get the hell up out of here. But SD Mac with the $5 super chat. That was Mary's eye opener. That is why she didn't tell them she bought the house. Yeah. You know what? Mary's had so many opportunities to cut bait. Like sometimes you just gotta cut bait. Fishing term. Like, shit start getting wild. You throw your rod in that water, you out there deep sea fishing, trying to catch some big ass fish, and you catch a shark. You don't pull that mother in the boat. You cut bait. Cut that line. You let that shit go. It's too much trouble. As the old folks used to say back in the day, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Okay? Sometimes it ain't worth all the hassle trying to make shit work. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna make it work. Why? But I'm, you know what? Like Linda was saying, I've been saying that too. Mary's fortunate because she has somebody on her team, somebody on her squad. It's not just a matter of, Jen coming down, making her laugh and supporting her. It's somebody who's telling you the truth. That's what Kody needs. He needs somebody who's going to pull his coattail and be like, bruh, that is not the move. That is not smart. That's not a good thing to do. That's what I like in a friend. I would like somebody to tell me the truth. I don't want somebody just, yeah, man, yeah, you should definitely do it. That's a great idea. Yeah, you think I should invest all my money? Yeah, why not? Paper mache boats sounds like a plan. Like, come on now. But thank you, SD Mac. Appreciate it. Then we have Megatron in the house with the $5 super chat. Uh-oh. Somebody better get your girl. Better get your girl, because Megatron in the house. She on the top rope. Somebody better call The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage to pull her off. Old girl Janelle. Let's see what she got to say. Can't call in, but I depend on y'all to keep that pressure applied. If I don't come out of these woods, the brown gremlins got me. But I went down swinging. All right, Megatron. I was a little nervous. I guess, you know what? Old girl Janelle was probably like, put him on her ass. And put him on her. Because she ain't taking no breaks. She whipping that ass so bad she had to take a lunch break. Like, oh, excuse me, let me get something cool to drink. I'll be right with you. Thank you so much, Megatron. Let me give you a little something. All right, then we had Jody Perez Scholar with the $4.99 super chat. I am bothered that we are talking gossip from Without a Crystal Ball, who is accused of slander many times. I'm not saying nothing. I'll say this. I think Katie Joy does pull a lot of documents. Like, she will pull paper. Like, so I would say this though. Like, not even so much against Katie Joyce, Without a Crystal Ball, or anybody, but as a content creator, all of us have to be fact checked. All of us have to be, looked at, especially if I say something, I try to make it clear. If I have evidence for something, I try to make that clear, versus if I am speculating or I'm putting pieces together, or I'm theorizing. I try to make that clear because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm passing my thoughts off as fact. I don't want people to get confused. So I think that we have to, sometimes as content creators, it's very tempting, honestly, to come out with something like crazy salacious or whatever, because it's like clickbait. You're trying to get people to watch your videos, or what's the best method to get people to tune in or check me out. And so, sometimes it's very tempting. It's very tempting, because I see some of the stuff. I talk to my wife about it sometimes. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, oh, if I come out and say it like this, it'll sound like I'm saying this, but then I'll flip it. I can't do that shit. So, it is what it is. I'll just keep swinging fighting my fight. But yeah, thank you so much, Jody. And like I said, before I report things as fact, I try to fact check it myself. I want to see the source information, just do my due diligence so that way I'm not passing off bad information. Because that's also one of the things that I find too. Sometimes when bad information gets passed, if it gets said so much and passed around between like the chats and the different channels so much that it stops being just something somebody said or a one-off, and it starts to be fact. And then you're trying to go back and say, no, that never happened. That doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? And then all of a sudden it's like a big eruption and explosion trying to convince people that the things that they're believing aren't true. So it can be very damaging. But thank you so much, Jody Periscope. Then we have Sassy Experience. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I got to start reading. Hooked on Phonics did not work for me. The Bronze Empress with the $4.99 super duper mega chat. All right. I'm tired of watching Mary go through puberty and excuse me. I'm tired of watching Mary go through puberty and menopause at the same damn time. Stop giggling. Say what you want to say and mean it. Stand up. You know what? Bronze Empress, is amazing that you say that, because that's exactly, well, I didn't say it exactly like that. Yours is way funnier than mine. But that's exactly what I was saying. That was my sentiment. Like when she's on the couch with Jen, a lot of times when she's dealing with Jen, it's like watching, like they kind of revert to kids almost, the way they giggle. So, and especially when you talking serious. Like, and it's weird to me that Mary's trying to, like, Kody said, oh, I'm basically giving charity to Mary. I don't owe her shit. I'm gonna just give her a little bit of money. And she's like, nah, I don't want to say nothing because y'all gonna have to beep it. Well, y'all gonna have to beep it. This is gonna be Morris code up in chat, because I'm gonna be cussing my ass off. So you could beep, you could not beep, whatever you want to do, especially if that's the first time I'm hearing it. I'm losing my shit. I would go crazy. I was pissed. And it's weird that I'm pissed, Jen's pissed, and Mary just looks like a wounded puppy. Right? I need you to start getting mad and start standing up for yourself. Don't let him think he can. If you think you was what I wanted Mary to say, what I really wanted Mary to say, and this is why sometimes I wish I could just jump in people's body in certain situations. What I really wanted to say is, like, if you think you gonna rip me off, go for it. You think you gonna just give me a twos and fews after I showed up to your house and I wrote you an additional check? Oh yeah, go for it. No, go for it. I want to see you do it. I wanted to see you do it. I wish you would have did it. I wish you would have did it. because we would have settled that shit one way or another. You know, straight up. Like, that's crazy to me. That is crazy. So I'm with you, Brian Semperis, but that's funny as hell. I'm tired of watching Mary go through puberty and menopause at the same damn time. Stop giggling. Stop giggling. Say what you mean, what you want to say, and mean it. Stand the F up. Thank you so much, Brian Semperis. Appreciate it. That's just funny. That's awesome. All right, next up, we got local art switch in the house. What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Doing well. How you making out?
Good. You can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good, good, good. I quickly wanted to say a few things. I've got my list here, so I'll be fast.
Okay.
So Suki asking to define the girl games, while I find it silly, I think it's valuable in a way because a lot of language within the Sister Wives family doesn't mean what it means for the rest of us.
Right.
So her asking for that definition could be helpful. Also, I was over here, you're talking, I'm just nodding to myself alone, just like, yep, yes, exactly. um, for Linda, I wrote this down too. When he fell that tree, apparently you can't even go on that deck. That's how
Right.
unsafe it is. You can't be on it. Also, did anybody else remember that they made it so it was a heated driveway, that old house?
Yes. Yes.
How much money? I don't even want to know how much it would cost to get a heated driveway, especially if it snows like what, once, twice? It's Arizona, for heaven's sakes. I don't know. Let's see what else. I did see on TikTok, Robyn just with those Yeti bags. Each of those bags is over $600 a pop, like those coolers that she had.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then each of those statues is a little over 1,000. Somebody said that just in those 4 items, it was a little over $3,500. Just those. What else? What else? Oh, sorry, it's all over the place. Suki, also, she'll be fired if she's too confrontational.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
right? So I do think she's stuck between a rock and a hard place. I do wish that, like, why don't we fire them for acting like children when you're being paid really good money to be on this show? Let's see. One thing that really made me mad is they were talking about how all of Mary's money went into the house that they just left. And Robyn's, she lights up, but it's like a sarcastic smile. And she says, like, keep my name out of it, basically. How do we keep your name out of it when your fingers are in everything?
Right.
Like I didn't get to finish watching your live stream. I need to go back and finish it, but your fingers are in everything. Like, do I think it's Thunder Cooch? Not necessarily, but I do think she's a really good manipulator. One thing my mom used to tell me growing up is the best thing you can do is to convince a man that it was his idea in the first place.
Right.
So she's the neck that turns the head. I'm not saying that he never comes up with these ideas himself either. I'm sure that if it didn't benefit him enough, he would absolutely know it, but she's an enabler. I think that on Special Forces, he was starting to come out of it a bit, and then he went back home. And then that's when he started changing his tune, right? Because by then he spent 1 week in Morocco with these people. And then how long was it before he did the press tour for Special Forces? Whatever that
was
time,
a while. That was
a while. So he had all that time for her to be saying little things because like you said, it's when somebody says something long enough in our own brain, it sort of becomes true. And the perception is an amazing and frightening thing. You can be very wrong in your perception, but because they're pointing out little things, that becomes gospel in a way. Then the last thing I wanted to say was, where was it? The NDA was probably the biggest boo-boo that they did. Like, I'm sure that NDAs were very normal in this family,
Mm,
but I think that was the one NDA too far. It was the last straw on the camel's back, and it almost doesn't matter what the NDA was specific about. I think it was just like, oh, hold up, wait a minute, just that. No, no, this is because Mary, working up to this moment, had already been saying, I'm no longer going to be silent. And then
right.
she feels like a muzzle's being put on her face, right? And then she's handed this NDA, and it was just they they flew too close to the sun,
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was everything. I would love to hear your perspective on how we do keep Robyn more out of it, because I do think she gets way more bad rep than maybe she deserves, potentially.
Mhm.
Um, she just feeds into Kody's worst inclinations, and he's a very what's it called? Like, he's like a child. He can't resist certain things, and he does things without thinking and stuff. And, so how do we keep Robyn out of stuff while she's her little fingers are in everything? She's carrying around these Yeti coolers that probably don't even have anything in it. That woman has no physical muscle tone. There's no way.
Mhm.
They're probably empty, but they're like $600 a pop, these Yeti coolers.
Right.
What are we doing?
Well,
And that's just a small example, right?
mhm. Well, I mean, I think that when push comes down to shove, there's two problems that'll keep Robyn always involved. First problem is she likes it. Like, I think she likes and enjoys the money that Kody
Mm,
brings in. She likes the lifestyle. So if she can figure a way to try to manipulate, take, and continue to live the lifestyle that she's living, she's going to do it. The other
yeah,
part of it is that Kody has zero problem throwing her ass under the bus.
yeah,
So he has a way of pulling people into his foolishness. So it's never just him. Like, you've never seen in the 20 seasons that the show has been running, you've never seen Kody in a situation where he says, I did this and it was just me. It's
yeah.
always, oh, one of the wives did this. Or if there was a
Mhm.
problem, even if he was having a problem with the wife, I have a problem with her because she has a problem with somebody else, which means
Yeah.
she technically doesn't have a problem with me. She has a problem with Robyn. And that's
Yes.
how he's always conducted his relationships. When he said that, because that's why I'm a big fan of no longer saying that the McMansion or even his new house is Robyn's house. Those are
Mhm.
Cody's houses. Because
Yeah.
when push comes down to shove, when Mary, Janelle sold their homes in Vegas, they did not give Robyn the down payment for those houses. They gave Kody the down payment for those houses, that house,
Mhm.
because that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
They bought Kody Pass because that's what he wanted. You know what I mean? But he pulls Robyn into it. And then when everybody has a problem with Robyn or a problem with the purchase, then all of a sudden is you guys have a problem with Robyn as opposed to you having a problem with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think like, I have been sort of noticing since you pointed it out, how it's a lot of triangulation, pitting
Mm,
people against other people. And because there's so much distrust, they do start actually doing shady things against each other because
right.
they think it's already be done against them. And then it becomes true. And, like, I don't know, like, he did advertise it always as Robyn's house. So in a way, if I need to give over $200,000, and it's like, okay, let's get one wife at a time in a house. That kind of makes sense to me. Like, we can't afford to buy 4 homes all at once, even though we should be able to, because we just left those really nice Vegas homes. But anyway,
Mm, yeah, right.
um, it sort of makes sense to do one at a time. But if you're going to do it that way, all of their names should have been on quote unquote Robyn's house up until, okay, it's the next wife up. Now that one wife's name comes off of Robyn's house and goes onto her house, and then so on and so forth until everybody has their own house.
Right.
So, or something. There's got to be a fairish way to go about it without drastically favoring one person. I do think it's because she was so far up his bum. And who doesn't like that, I suppose. I think I would find it to be a lot, but who knows, right?
Right.
So anyway, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Thank you for having me.
No
I
worries.
agree on all of your points. And yeah, like if they would have kept that house in halfway decent condition and not be dropping trees on it. Also, Linda, there's no way they would get a contractor because one, they'd have to spend money, but two, I think Kody would take that as a personal attack in a way against his manhood. Like, oh, I can support myself or whatever. So,
Oh, your sound went out.
oh, sorry about that. Am I back?
Yeah.
Yes, a scam caller tried to get me, so I'm glad it cut the ring on me, so that way I didn't bust anybody's eardrums. But yeah, yeah, like I just anyway. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go back to the regular chat. See there, everybody.
All right, thank you. Awesomeness. Next up we have D. What's going on, D? How you doing?
Hey, long time listener, first time caller. How you
Welcome to
doing?
the show.
So I have a soapbox, so I'm gonna get up on it, okay?
All right, go ahead, knock yourself out. Don't pull
All
no
right.
muscles though.
Oh Lord. So these women, all four of these women, right? They all have been pitted against each other, lied to, bamboozled by one person, Kody. And I am here to say that the fandom, we can't keep falling for it. We can't keep being his fools too. We can't do it because what he has done is by trying to pull Janelle into this, he has muddied up the water enough that people are going, not my Janelle, she wouldn't do that. Oh my gosh, maybe she did. Who cares what she did, Mary or Christine, or even, oh, dare I say it, Robyn, okay? Those women were doing what they could at most of the time while they were with him to survive, right, wrong, or whatever, from their religion or whatever, simply because they just were trying to figure out how to curry his favor. They were simply trying to do what they thought would get him to like them. And my thing is, as the fandom, we need to stay focused, like laser focused. This man, in my opinion, is a crook. He is a con artist. He's a swindler, and he's a liar. Now, I also think that Robyn needs to be in a jail cell beside him, but we need to stay focused on the real issue. Where's the money, Kody? What happened to all that money? Bring out the books. If Janelle signed an NDA, I'm going to be so sad because apparently she's the only one who knows anything about the money. And I would love for her to write a book strictly about the money so we could find out where it all went. Because all of these women, with the exception of Robyn, and I have to say that, have worked their tails off for decades to cater to and take care of this man. And I don't care how much, I mean, you can't, well, Christine did well because she wrote a book, right? But Mary and Janelle aren't living the big life. Christine probably wouldn't have her money with the way she spends it if she didn't have David. The only person living in a big house, whether they can afford it or not, is Kody and Robyn. So I just want the fans to stay focused on the real issue so that so that he can have his comeuppance, hopefully. Because what should happen is the show should go away and he should lose his money. And then we can all watch another show called Kody Annihilates Robyn. And I would love it. I'd sit there with my popcorn and watch them go at each other, and it would just be lovely. All right,
Fair
I'm gonna
point.
hop off the soapbox.
Well, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I think it stands on its own. I'll let the work stand and speak for itself. Um, the only thing that I would say, like, I think that there's a point where, with Janelle potentially signing the NDA, and the more, like, I hear her talking, and
Hmm.
she does like these non-denial denials, and she's
Hmm.
not really getting into the specifics of what it is, and that kind of leads me to think that she may have signed an NDA because she's denying it, but she's not denying it, and it's not as full-throated
Hmm.
as it could be and
Yeah,
as it should be.
I'm
And I
afraid
think
she
she
did
may have
that
signed.
too.
But I'm gonna have a
Yeah.
video. I am in the spirit of that. I am gonna have a video discussing that because, to be honest with you, that whole idea of two people trying to dictate and orchestrate the storylines and trying to control other cast members is a death sentence for a reality show.
Hmm.
It will kill a reality show. That is the like I don't I you could get away, like, we have people on reality shows who commit crimes, go to the penitentiary, get out of penitentiary, come in, and they start starring on the reality show again.
Hmm.
They get picked up. Hell, they got a whole show about people in the penitentiary
Yep, they
falling in
sure
love.
do.
I watched that show too. Love after lockup, love during lockup,
Uh-huh.
love while locked up.
Uh-huh.
So
Love
there,
gone back to lockup.
yeah, the recidivism rate on that show was high as hell. But
Right?
once you pop, you can't stop. But but the one thing that will kill it is, like, I think two things will kill it kill a reality show for sure. If it becomes too apparent that the storylines are faked, or
Hmm.
you try to limit and control what is being spoke about or talked about, and manage stories and manage what's being said about you. It's a reality show. If you don't want people talking about you, don't go on a reality show.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right. I was disappointed with Janelle whenever I saw on her Instagram. Uh, she said, you don't know me, and I thought, oh God, please don't say what Kody says.
right?
Oh, please don't say you don't know me. And one little thing else, because I feel like I would be disrespecting my sister if I didn't go ahead and say it. Um, Mary. Mary is in her process.
Mm,
She's on her journey to healing. She set boundaries with Kody during that apology or fake, let me sit down with you and try to control you. Um, she set boundaries. He did walk all over them. But the fact that she set the boundaries and said out loud, look, you're not going to overtalk me. You're not going to do this. This is how, this is what I'm going to accept. That alone was a win. That was a
right,
win.
right.
She's in the process of getting to where she needs to be. And yeah, she giggles and stuff like that. And yeah, she rolls back. But I think we might get a book out of her. I really do. I think at some point she's just going to be like, or either Jen's just going to push her and be like, "Look, I will type it. You just tell me all the stories."
Well, because it sounds like, in fairness, it sounds like Jen already knows a lot of this stuff, and because she
Mhm.
was saying that, like, even during the preamble of the tell nothing,
Mhm.
tell, tell nothing at all. Um,
Mhm.
she was saying, like, I could drop stories, because I know things, and I have to regulate what I say, because I don't want you to get mad at me because I let too much slip. Because she has been
Mhm.
around, like, she knew. Mary and them moved to Vegas in the second season, and her and Jen have met around that time. So
Mhm.
she's known her almost the entire stint of the show,
Mhm.
damn near. So, I mean, a lot of the stuff that Cody's been doing, Jen has been there too. And if Mary don't watch it, Jen's gonna mess around and write a damn book.
And I wouldn't
You
blame
know,
her for it because I wish she'd look at that. I mean, I don't know how I feel about her being on the tell-all, but I think it helps bring more stuff out. But I wish Jen would look right in the camera and go, "Hey, Kody, I do know you." Little
right,
punk. Oh, I can't stand him. The
right,
way that he talks to the women, the tone in which he talks to them and stuff, he is, you can tell there's been physical violence, there's been, emotional violence. He is not a good dude. He is not a good dude at all. Period.
Mm,
And I wish we could focus more on this is the problem. The religion, okay, the religion was set up by men. So what
right.
we got to do is start getting the people who think that they have a right to control and manipulate, male or female, other people. We need to start taking care of that. As a society, we need to call it out. This is not acceptable. We are not doing this anymore.
It's fair play. Fair play.
That's my take.
All right. All right, Dean. Coming in doing very well, knocking it out the park. Amazing job.
Thank you, and thank you for letting me speak my opinion. And I hope that you have a good night.
You too. You too. Make
Uh,
sure you call back.
I will. I
Don't
will.
be a one and done. Don't be a one hit
No,
wonder.
no, no. I might get addicted. You might be like, oh God, we gotta bring the D up again. Oh Lord.
That's all right. I'll be excited to hear from you.
All right. Thanks, James.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Bye. Also, let's he gave had a little first timer. Give a little something, something. Oh, almost just. All right. Then we got Alexandra. Alexandra, this is not your first time. How you doing?
No, I'm in the frequent flyer club. How are you?
Doing very well. Doing very well. Probably better than
Good.
I deserve, but I'll take it.
No, we got to take what we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might have an unpopular take here, but this is mine. I don't like Sukanya on these one-on-ones. She just did an interview with another content creator.
Okay.
And I think she does not understand the assignment, because in this interview that she gave, she's like, oh, I'm trying to get them to trust me. And it's like, no, they don't need to trust you. You need to be able to get information out of them.
Right.
And if you're a good interviewer, I mean, you have to establish a rapport, but not trust. Like that's taking it too far. And I really did not like how she's like, oh, you're calling them names. It's like, Janelle was just venting. She's allowed to do that. I don't, I'm not a big Janelle fan, but at the same time, like, don't go hard after the ex-wives and then give Robyn and Kody passes on their terrible behavior. I think she's very biased in their favor, in Robyn and Kody's favor, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling like, and this is I've never really said this out loud, but it really does kind of harken back to what I had said from the beginning, that this was actually supposed to be the Kody Robyn show, and the way they coddle Kody and Robyn during the tell-alls and allow them like a wide berth to say whatever they want, however they want, it really does feel like they're giving preferential treatment to them. Because even when they give pushback, it's open-ended pushback. Yeah, because you understand what I'm saying, because you understand how questions are structured. But it's more like if Kody comes out and says, oh, well, Janelle did this, Janelle did that, she's the one who tried to come up with the backdoor deal. And Sakina's follow-up question is, really? But Janelle said that she didn't. But when she's talking to Janelle, it's more direct. You know what I mean? So it's more in a form of a cross-examination where it's very, yes or no. You did this, right? This is what you did. You're guilty.
Yeah.
According to Kody, he has the records. I mean, what are you talking about? So I do feel that same.
Yeah, like, and she also, like, she demands more of a response from the ex-wives than she does from Kody or Robyn. Like, she lets them go if they don't answer a question. Like, she doesn't press them like she presses the exes. And I don't like it. I like I said, like in her interviews, she did one last year with the SF show. She did one just the other day, like just released yesterday. And in both of them, she's talking about how she has these personal relationships with these people. And it's like, no, then you're not the proper person to be doing these interviews. And she talks about, oh, I did deep dives. I'm like, BS, you did not. You don't know this family, because if you did, you wouldn't be asking such stupid questions.
Right.
So
Right.
I really don't like her for these things. And she said in her interview yesterday, Sukanya did, that Mary was the hardest person for her to interview. I'm like, come on. Like,
Really?
yeah, that's what she said. She said because like Mary's the most guarded. I'm like,
Mary is guarded, but at the same time, like I agree with your point, and I'll take it a step further. My belief is that look, we talk all the time that Sakina has to be careful about Suki has to be careful about. Is her name Sakina? Am I
Sukanya,
calling her
yeah,
wrong?
but Suki for
Okay.
short.
Yeah, I'm like, am I calling her the wrong thing? But
Yeah.
my opinion is simply this: you're getting paid, and I give you a lot of credit, a lot of grace by saying that you're getting paid, and you can't go after Kody because you've been instructed not to, and you're not trying to mess up that good check. But at the same time, if you're getting a good check, why wouldn't you, just out of integrity, for integrity's sake, go back and watch all the episodes, all the previous seasons, so that you know exactly what it is you're talking about? So when something is referenced, it's not referenced and it's your first time hearing about it, or you're learning about it through cliff notes, or you know what I mean,
Yeah.
what the production team puts together. So like, for instance, they're going to talk about the catfish.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't watch the catfish episodes, when you come into it, you're going to go into it with a different perspective. And
Yeah.
some of the stuff can be switched and be made basically to sound like Mary was doing this nefarious thing and Kody was there and he was hanging out with her, doing everything he's supposed to be doing, and Mary was just betraying the family, cheating on him. And that wasn't the case. Like, he
Yeah.
abandoned her.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that she wasn't cheating, but I think that there's damn sure some good mitigating circumstances as to why she was doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
like I've never faulted her for that. Like it was okay, she went outside of her marriage, but at the same time there was no marriage. And
right, right.
even into 2022, he's like telling her, "Oh, let's not tell them that we're broken up. I have too much backlash online." So like he's also wanting to hold forth this marriage that isn't non-existent, and trying to hold her into this loveless, affectionless situation. That's not fair. So no, I don't blame her for it. I really don't. I don't think it's ethical, but in her position, I might have done the same thing.
Right, right.
So
Well, I
I
mean,
don't know.
you can't starve somebody and then be like, if somebody's on a diet, you
Yeah,
don't order a pizza and leave it downstairs in the kitchen.
right, right.
I can't believe you. Why would you eat that? Like, 'cause I'm starving to death. I've been eating rabbit food all week.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
got my favorite food and left it on the counter. I thought you bought it for me, you know?
yeah.
And
But I
and
would,
it's the same thing. Like, she's starving. She was starving for attention and time.
yeah,
When was the last time you actually spent time with her as a husband and as a mate?
yeah,
Aside from having maybe the occasional sleepover at her house, when was
yeah.
the
But
last
actually,
time you actually offered her companionship?
yeah, like sat down, played a board game with her, ate a meal
Right,
with her.
right.
I,
Just basic stuff. Basic
yeah.
stuff. So
And
I
I would think if you're going to be a host on this show, if you're going to be doing these questions, you even got to look at those pictures floating out there online. You got to do like the background research, not just what the show's presenting you. So that way you can go in and make intelligent questions. Like, okay, maybe you don't reference some of that material floating out there online, but you have it in your knowledge base,
right, right.
to inform your questions. I think she's not Suki's just not doing a good job. And I mean, the tell-all from season 2 or 3 that was scrubbed from the TLC, their episodes that they put out, that was done by Natalie Morales, who is now a correspondent for 48 Hours, like
Oh, okay.
big time journalist here. You know what I mean? So it's not that big thing if you lose this. Tamron Hall now had, she had her own show. Like, if you do your actual job, okay, you might lose this contract, but that doesn't mean you're gonna never get another job in the news industry.
Right,
So,
right,
do your job.
right. And to be honest with you, I look right at TLC interns. I call on you once again. When push comes down to shove, especially if you're Kody, especially if you're Robyn, if you want your images scrubbed at all, you have to be willing to sit down through a hard interview. You have to do it. You can't, if you're dirty and you've been accused of, like, and this is even in politics or on bigger scales. When you watch these guys, they always have to sit down for a very serious interview, one-on-one with somebody, asking about the thing. You can't play around with it. You got to face it, and you have to deal with it. And if you never do that, you'll never find resolution, because what people want, what I want when I watch a tell-all, I don't want to just watch the best of the season. I want to see what was going on. What were you thinking? Put this in the context. What was happening with your mindset? With how did you feel? What was going on? What is some additional information that maybe they didn't show on the show? That's the kind of information I want to get from a tell-all. I don't want to just see, oh, well, you guys signed off on Kody Pass. You stood out in the cold, and then Robyn and Kody pulled up. Yeah, and then we met with the realtor, and we all left. I saw that. I don't need you to tell me that. I'm not a stupid person. I saw it. I get it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and Suki was told they were an hour late. I didn't see her going to the other two and saying, why were you guys an hour late? I didn't see her asking that. So this is not a real trying to hold people's feet to the fire. This is, what can we do to improve these people's image? Maybe get a couple juicy morsels out of them, but that's about it. We're not really looking for truth or depth. It's more fluff. I don't know. I know a lot of people really, like, they're so excited about it. Oh, we're finding out about these non-harmless agreements, which, by the way, utter BS. And we're not finding out the real stories here. Like, Mary's like, oh, I will not be silenced. It's not just being silenced, lady. It's about being disarmed with this hold harmless agreement they tried to strong arm you into. It's bigger than just being silenced. It's about stripping your rights away from you. She's just focused on silenced. I'm being silenced. It's not just it. It's illegal. They're trying to strap you down legally.
Right.
And
well, because once and that was the thing too, because the whole practice, the whole motion practice was essentially, they are, like you said, they were trying to hobble you so that you couldn't respond. And this is one of the points that I was making, and I don't know if I made it. I'm sure I made it on the platform. I thought I did, but essentially is this: if you sign an NDAs by nature, unless it's laid out as a term within the NDA, they are not reciprocal, which means that if Janelle signed an NDA, Mary signed an NDA, that doesn't necessarily mean that, they signed an NDA, they can't shit talk Kody and Robyn. That doesn't mean that Kody and Robyn can't shit talk them.
That's right.
That's
right.
Like,
and again, like, I've signed a couple of NDAs in my life because being a blind person with a guide dog, I've been discriminated against, right? And a lot of companies want to hurry up and settle those challenges so they don't get out to the media, right? So I've signed a couple NDAs regarding that. Now, I can say that I've signed an NDA in general. I can't say which company I've signed it with. I can't say what happened because that's part of the NDA. Right. So
you damn sure can't say what it was about.
Right. But even some
that
NDAs
definitely would violate the NDA. Oh yeah, when they stole the money, like, that's the whole purpose of the NDA right there. You just gave away the whole joint, and they will, and that's the whole thing too. Because even in addition to what you're saying, the other part of that, the hidden hand in that, is that if you do violate the NDA, you can be sued.
Yep. And a key feature in many an NDA, if you're a good lawyer and you're drafting these, is you're not to say that you have an NDA.
Right.
You're not to admit that this even exists. So that's a problem too, because even if someone says to Janelle, hey, have you signed an NDA? She can't say yes or no.
Yeah.
Because that's part of it.
And that's what I was saying too. Like, if you ever have these, because I've signed a few NDAs as well. And if you ever have, and I've signed NDAs with like really, really good attorneys drafting them.
Yeah.
And if you have a really good attorney drafting it, that thing will have like the end of time, all stages of the universe and fluctuations on every media source, whether past, present, or even in the future, uninvented. You can't talk about it, and you can't whisper of this. And if you know
Yeah.
what I mean, like it's so crazy. The
Yeah.
terms are crazy, and it's just, I mean, it's I say it's crazy. It's just well written. It's
Yeah.
it's just really well written.
It's locked up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
So
like, you know, hats off to you, whoever did this. They
yeah,
earned that money, you know,
that's right.
that hourly, the billables. You got
Yeah,
it. So
that's right. That's right. And I'm convinced Janelle and Christine have signed them with the
mm,
various, because I think with Christine with the custody, they settled that out of court. They didn't have to go in front of a judge to have everything determined. So I think part of her settlement was an NDA, and I think Janelle signed it because again, they were so thirsty to get this settled.
right.
They are just not you know, reasonable business people that can make, you know, thoughtful, insightful decisions. So they're just knee jerk. Okay, quick sign. Let me get this done, and offer on the table. There could be a better one around the corner, but let's not wait and see. Let's just get this done.
Right. Very
So
nice.
yeah, yeah. And just thinking about those house repairs with the tree falling on the house, I would not trust the structural integrity of any repairs done. Like I would
No,
just be worried.
no, we would, and that would be a big thing, like especially with that kind of structural damage.
Yeah,
The crazy part is you would have to get a home inspector to come in without a doubt.
yeah,
But even then, some mortgage companies and financial institutions very well may shy away from financing that
mm-hmm.
because, you know, like I'm not
Yeah,
trying to put money on that. What?
yeah.
Who's fixing it?
Right, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, this one-on-one, I'm hearing a lot of buzz about it. People are excited about it. I'm like, no, I don't like it. I see too much is being held for Janelle and Mary, and not enough like Robyn. Oh, are you gonna ask me that? The
Yeah.
girl games question. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, no pushback of like, of course, that's a question I'm asking everybody. Like there's no putting her
Why
in her
wouldn't I
place.
ask you to clarify your term so that we all know what you're talking about? Because you may say girl games and think one thing, I may say girl games and think another thing. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't you want to clarify it? And that's part of the, like, that's one of the secrets Robyn uses too. Like she tries to obfuscate a lot of
Mm-hmm.
what she's talking about. And so that
Mm-hmm.
way you can never really nail her down. Like she's like trying to nail Jello to the wall. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
she's just
Yeah.
always
And
falling apart.
yeah. And with this with the money, the HELOC taken out on their new house, I think it's because they put the Coyote Pass money into the house. So they
Mm,
have that extra opening now. So they took out this HELOC so that they have access up to $750,000 if they need to take money out, which of course they're going to,
right.
because you know, like if I pay money down on my house, I'm not looking to take out an extra like line of equity off of it just in case. Like just in
Right.
case you go when there's a just in case comes up, or you know, you have a small cushion of like $50,000 or something. You don't need all that much money. And it's until 2056. It's a 30-year option.
I need
So
a $1 million just available. Like
yeah.
the whole thing too is that you have to recognize, and this is one of the things I say about most relationships, even with yourself, is that you
Mm-hmm.
just have to be honest with yourself and recognize where you are. And so if
Mm-hmm.
you recognize that you're not the most responsible, fiscally responsible person, you're not a good steward of your finances, you don't take out have that kind of money available to you,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it's tied to your house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you're a kind of person who can't, like you flipping through the, you know, the American Dolls, and you're like, I gotta have Susie Q homemaker from 1950s with all the accoutrements and amenities and all the outfits, and you know that that's who you are, you just gonna put it on a credit card, you
Mm-hmm.
should not have $750,000 available because you will, you know, 750,000 is a
Yeah.
lot of money,
Yeah. Like I
but it's
said, like,
not a lot of money.
yeah.
It's a lot of money. It's a hell of a lot of money, but it's not as much money. Like you will blow through $750,000 before you know it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Especially if you have tastes like that, you know,
Right.
the one
Right.
the one
You buy like
sculpture outside.
$4,000 worth of junk you putting on your step that's gonna sit outside.
Yeah.
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 It's crazy. It's
You
crazy.
get Bluetooth 750,000.
Yeah.
Easy.
Like I would say for being fiscally responsible, have $50,000 available to you in case your money flow shortens up and you need to keep paying down your mortgage in the interim until you can sell the house or whatever. Like have a cushion to that extent with with them not being, regularly paid. Let's say if the show goes off the air, you'll need access to something. But 750, that's crazy.
Right.
That's
Right.
that's a whole
Right.
for some people that's like 3 houses worth of money,
Right.
Like
Right.
it's crazy.
And even to your point, like 750,000, like you really want to have something that you could pay on.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't do you any good because it's a loan. It's not free money. So
Yeah.
if you take out a $750,000 loan, you're going to have to pay that money back on top of your mortgage.
Yeah.
So there's
And all
no
the extra
free money.
fees. All the
I
fees
used
that'll
to,
come with that.
yeah, because during the 1-9, the vid, they
Mhm.
on
Yeah,
YouTube,
the
they always had like
pandemonium.
the get rich quick scheme guys, like the Manosphere people blew up, and the get rich quick people blew up. And
Mhm.
there was a guy who was like, "Yeah, you could go out and you buy, say, $100,000 house. You take you put down 5,000, and then you get a HELOC loan
Mm.
for the equity in the house. Then you repair the house, and you go get another house." And you do the same thing. And before you know it, you have $1 million worth of property. I was like, yeah, but you also have $1 million worth of loans,
Yep. Yep.
but that's the part he always left off,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
You gotta pay that shit back.
Yeah. I mean, my sister got herself into an unfortunate thing with mortgages a couple years back. And that company had a settlement company, like a foreclosure company ready to go. And they, to the point that the foreclosure company was coming even before the deadlines to collect on stuff because they knew that people get themselves into these crazy loans. And it's like this company has, it's like like those places that have like the retirement home right beside the cemetery. It's like that
Yeah.
kind of thing where you have companies all lined up in a row ready to go. And you got to be careful when you're doing this with mortgages because some companies, they are brutal. They will not give you grace period. You're late on your mortgage payment, that's an additional $300 charge per pay period. So it's not just for the month, it's for each check that you miss that you're not
Right.
paying. Like the fees will accumulate really fast. And we know Kody is not one to be smart about these things. So
Right. There's actually a documentary that I used to recommend called Maxed Out. It talks about credit card debt and things like use of credit, good use of credit, and how a lot of these places are very predatory. And this is like right before the big crash, like the housing market crash. This is an older documentary. And the craziest part about it is that there are lending institutions that are predatory in nature. So they actually lend money to people who they know are going to foreclose because their business model is essentially it's not getting paid back for the loans or the loan repayment. Their business model is actually the fees, late charges, and any fines or anything that they can level against you right before they take your house.
And that's what my sister was in. And
Yeah, and
thankfully
and like you said, they're not trying to, oh well, let me help you out. That we could work together and we can try to figure this out. No, the whole business model is they're trying to get you out of your house.
Yeah.
And everything is some of those places were was it Countrywide, I think it was. They had they were sending out basically photocopied eviction letters or foreclosure letters.
Yeah.
And it did, like some of the information was wrong because they were just sending them out so fast.
Yeah.
They didn't double check the information. They were just trying to churn and burn them. But yeah.
So I mean, now I know the economy is really tough, so I'm not trying to blame any of us normies who have issues and who are into debt because it happens. But this is a totally different scale. So please don't take what I'm saying about personal thing like a personal situation, financial situation as a criticism against you. It's more of, this is Kody and Robyn who have access to significant wealth, who are acting like this is candy and it's always going to be there. It's not. And they're getting themselves into a real big pickle here, and they just don't
Right.
see it. So, you know.
Right. Well, I mean, I also compare a lot of this to lotto money,
Yeah.
because the way that you have a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money. But you have a lot of money, and because you have availability of that money, you also have open lines of credit that's available to you. And then once you start taking advantage of that credit, when you blow through your money, the debt that you've acquired because you had that, because you used to have a big bank account or had access to a certain resources or whatever, that credit, it will actually put you in a worse position you were in before you won the lottery.
Yeah.
And I think that's more or less what we're talking about. If I don't want to speak for you, but where I'm kind of coming from, and I think you're coming from the same place, is that as we're talking about this, particularly with Kody and Robyn, they're approaching it like lottery winners, because this is an opportunity. Like Sister Wives being on TV is an opportunity. It's not a guaranteed career. I mean, they have zero job security, because they could get, like, they could renew Sister Wives season 21 and tell Robyn and Kody, well, y'all gonna have to beat it. We don't like the way they just don't like you, or whatever, whatever. And they can get rid of you for any reason. And then you still have that $1 million mortgage that you got to pay for. So
and they're sinking their resources into all these things like this artwork. I heard people were saying that their artwork is starting to be doubled up on the walls now. So like one on top of the other, like up higher on the wall than the lower ones. So like they have all this money that they've invested in their lifestyle, but unless you also have it properly insured, worst case scenario,
and house burned down.
Like you lose all that.
Right.
So, and I know Kody's, I just know this from not fact, but my gut, that he does not insure things because, that would cost money. So,
right.
It's
What'll
like,
happen is fine. Well, some of that stuff, and here's the crazy part, because some of that stuff will be expensive to purchase, but it may not retain value.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem too, because insurance companies will love to sit there and be like, oh, well, that costs you $50,000. Yeah, it's going to cost you X amount of dollars in premiums. But then when you go to file your claim, that's when they start breaking out the blue book.
Yeah.
And start telling you, no, you paid $50,000. That's worth $2,000 now.
Yeah. Like my neighbor had a tree got hit by lightning in his yard. And so it needed to come down, or else it was going to come down on his house. So he called the insurance company. They're like, oh, you didn't get us an arborist to give a certified, appraisal of the tree, or like a health checkup within the last 2 years. So no, we're not covering it. So that's $10,000 out of his pocket to take down a tree, a huge, 80-foot tree. But like, you know what I mean? Like it's the insurance companies will find ways to not pay. And
right. Yeah, they got 1 floor for paying out claims and 8 floors for trying to keep you from getting it, plus a legal department.
Loopholes to denial. So like, again, but these are prudent, a prudent person would sit down and think about all these things, like, hey, before I put $500,000 worth of artwork into my house, like, is my house properly insured? But also, are the air conditions in the house proper for these? Is this going to degrade them? Like, he's not thinking anything like that. Those statues outside his house, like, are those going to be affected by weather? Are they going to, it's, I don't know. It's just the amount of stupidity with these people. But
thank you so much for calling in, Alexander.
Thanks, James.
I appreciate you. Nice chat with you.
Yeah, you too. I'll talk to you again.
All right, absolutely. Have a good one.
You too. You too. Bye.
Bye. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, okay. All right. And next, we had Jody Periscala with the 9.99 super chat. My experience is that after being abused in any way, having someone with you gives you validation. Not answering for you, but standing by you when they have been on your journey. I think that's true. Is validation and support, and especially when you're dealing with people who have victimized you and attempt to gaslight you about what they did to you. You know, constantly denying, like, oh, I never did nothing. I don't know why you just tripping. You crazy, girl. You crazy. I ain't never did that. What do you mean? You got it on videotape. That's not me. Yo, your face right there. You know. So yeah, absolutely. I think that it not only validates you, it supports you, and if necessary, I think that person can be your avatar. That person can be your champion. You know, they're willing to say the thing or do the thing that you may not have the strength to do. And I think that part is where Jen is very valuable and critical for Mary as I watch the show, because she's not ready. Mary is not ready. She's just not, you know. Like, as much as we hear about how tough Mary is and mean and nasty she is, Mary's a big ass softy. The way she's coming off, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, she's straight up softy. Cause even like, well, everybody got their own position and perspective on stuff. Like, you know, you was standing outside for an hour and a half waiting for their lousy asses to show up. And then when they did show up, they didn't get out and say hi to you. You know, y'all late. You should be coming over greeting me. But I appreciate you, Jody. Let me give you a little something. All right. And then we have next up we have Ann in the house. What's going on, Ann? How you doing?
Hi. How's everybody's week? Hope everybody's week is really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I was listening to the show on Sunday. Really good show. Now I fell asleep in the middle, and then I woke up. You were still going. I was like, okay, James is still going. I was like, you was hitting the nail on the head on Sunday. One thing I think you mentioned, you were talking about Kody and his relationship with his kids, and not blaming Robyn, of course, blame him. Mm-hmm. But one thing I was thinking about too is that in his relationship with the kids, because they're out of sync and no one likes Robyn and Robyn doesn't like them, is that the kids are missing out on their opportunity with building a relationship with the kids that Robyn has. Right. And I think that's like a big part of this that's really messed up. She's manipulating the older kids, and you know, we see them on the show when they have these opinions that I'm like, are they watching the show that we're watching? Because your mom is manipulating you. Your other siblings want to have a relationship with you, but it's her that's making it difficult, from the situation with the Christmas a few years ago. And I think, you know, that part is really sad to me. And I hope that once they leave, seems like the daughter maybe get married to this guy or whatever his name is. I hope that they build that relationship up later on down the line. And then two, of course, I was flabbergasted when Kody said what you've been saying for the last how long about not legally Mary isn't obligated to that. When I saw that, I said, if I was Mary at that point, every 4-letter word would have been coming out of my mouth. When she asked Mary, how do you feel? And she's just smiling all goofy. Well, I can't say it because, you're going to bleep me out. I don't give a damn, because he's cussing. Right. He's only here saying full. They would have first of all, I would have, where's his dressing room? Where is his dressing room? Because I would have knocked him upside his head. They'd have been like, security, yes, get security. Yeah. Okay. And it's crazy because you look at Jen, she had tears coming down her eyes seeing that clip. And then Mary's just sitting there quiet. Girl, say it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that had me confused is, like, that clip was from the episode. Why didn't they show that during the episode that corresponded to? Why did y'all wait to the tell-all to release that? Dropping bombs. That's a bomb dropping right there. Because now I'm thinking, like, you have other things that they've been saying on the couch in the confessionals that we haven't seen yet. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I was confused. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's a confessional. Did I miss the episode? I was confused after that. I'm like, hold up now. Maybe it's me, but I'm like, okay. Then, like, I like that Jen is there. I like that David is there to give support for Mary and Christine. But I need them to be the lead. Jen and David, they're your support. They're not the ones leading all of this, because this was you in this family. This was you going through all of this, whether it's, we call it the A word or whatever. This is you. Mary, you have 6 figures of money intertwined in all of this. And this man is telling you, like, I really didn't have to give you a damn thing.
Yeah.
like what's going on? She keeps saying that I'm not going to be silenced. Well, here's your opportunity to speak, and you said I'm not going to say anything. So I was confused. You had an opportunity to speak, and you said I'm not going to say anything. She just smiled, then says, I'm not going to be silenced. So are you going to say something? Because we're waiting, like we're at home saying, like, yes, Mary, this is your opportunity, and you said nothing.
Right. Well, I mean, I'll say this. Like, I think that, like, first, to put Jen's tears into perspective, I think that they're just from my perspective, from my experience, I've known people like that who, when they cry, like, people assume that they crying because they upset. They're crying because they're so mad.
Yeah.
They are like, it's almost it's a weird mix of they're scaring themselves because they're that mad and they want to do something, but they don't want to do, you know what I mean? Like, it's a weird place. And I think that's
frustrated
where
and just like,
and then, I'm about to go to jail behind this fool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm rolling up on this dude. Like, because that even now, we just talking about it. Every time I think of that drives me crazy. That drives me crazy. So I couldn't imagine if that was like my friend,
yeah,
my buddy, or if it was me or my kids or somebody I genuinely cared about. Like, I don't know. Like, I would have been losing my mind too. But like you said, what I want from Mary is be authentic.
Yes.
If you're mad, be mad. And you don't have to apologize for how you feel. And you don't have to justify your feelings. If you're pissed off because this dude was talking about, like, he still owe you money.
Yep.
He still owe you money. And you go sit there, you go sit there and talk like she lucky. Then I'm gonna give her anything because I don't have to give her nothing.
Out of my good graces. What?
Bruh. Yeah, bruh.
That'll be the day they be like, child, it's something that happened in Arizona, because I would have been in jail. That'd have been my first night in jail. Because like, there's no way.
They had the helicopters out there for my ass. I'm telling you, they had to call the National Guard to get me up off his ass, because it would have been a problem. It would have been a problem. Like, what? Oh, out of the graces. Oh, see, that right there.
Because at that point, I can imagine Jen, especially with Jen being around since Vegas, that's a long time. So if you've seen your friend go through so much, and then if I'm not mistaken, Jen was the one that talked to Janelle when they were in Vegas, when she was trying to, I guess, convince Mary to kind of leave. And what Janelle, Megatron, I'm on your side. When didn't Janelle tell Kody that Jen was trying to convince Mary to leave and back in Vegas and take the money out the family fund? Was that?
I think you might be right. I do remember somebody saying that to him. That Janelle, like, somebody did. He said that somebody told him that. I don't know if it was Jen or if it was Robyn. But I do remember.
I don't think Jen would tell him that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the conversation was between Jen and Janelle told Kody about the conversation she had with Jen. And I'm just like, this like stuff just keeps piling up on your side, Janelle. That's just looking a real side-eye-ish. The only thing that I still don't believe that Janelle came up with the idea. I think the backdoor deal was Kody's idea. And I think that because Janelle wanted to get out and get the money. And I think she was co-signing what he presented to her. But I don't think that she came up with it. I believe that it was his idea and he wanted to go along with it, because then what would be Robyn's reason for doing this NDA and trying to push that? And then
because I think Robyn was trying to push the settlement, the money settlement.
Oh yeah, the other money, because
because if she gets the settlement, then you definitely don't want her talking about how they forced her into signing away her house. And they still owe her money, but she signed it away. So you just try to kill it all.
At this point, all of these ladies, they need to just let the chopper fly. Tell it all. At this point, like what? Tell us about what happened with the adoption. Tell us the real story. Maybe okay, you can say, you know what? I was really thinking that her ex-husband was a bad person. Okay, you're out of that spell now. I understand. You know, you're still working through it because I can. All of them are still working through their process of being brainwashed and in this coat for all of these years. Mary and Christine, I give them a little more grace because they were raised in it from kids. So I can understand that. I can empathize with people who've been raised a certain way. And then now, because looking at Mary and Christine, if any of their kids went into polygamy, they'll probably end up like them for the most part, the girls anyway, because they were raised in it. It's just that all of them said no, because I guess their kids probably ended up somewhat good because they were intertwined with common folk like us growing up, living in the neighborhood, going to schools. That's probably why they are a part of the reason why the way that they think. Because it's sad. It's really sad to see how this religion and then the man has taken advantage of them for all of these years. They're in their 50s. And like the one caller talked about, the one person that commented about menopause and going through puberty with Mary. And it's sad to see a woman that's in her 50s, but she acts like someone that's in like middle school or high school. That's kind of sad to see.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm glad that you left. That's a good thing. But that's also a lot, to me, it's probably, I don't want to say a burden on Jen and some of her other friends that probably live somewhat like a normal, what we call a normal life. A lot of us ain't normal either. They have to take on that responsibility to kind of help her get through all of that. And that could be a lot to go through.
Right.
To kind of help somebody mentally. And then Jen is helping, her husband with his situation, which they said that he is, cancer free. Now,
okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Mary and Jen did a post on him like some months ago and kind of said that he was, good now. So hopefully that is true. Because I don't really follow them on social media. But that was pretty much all that I have. I think I will call in and give some commentary on Thursday about Janelle, because it's some things that I was thinking about her, and I said I'm not gonna call in. I think I'm not gonna call in for this show. I'm gonna do the voicemail for her.
Speak pipe. Okay.
Because I was just thinking, listening to everyone, and then my own thoughts on her, and I said, yeah, something. I'm glad that she left, but something isn't 100% with her. And now I believe she's now grifting as a life coach. I'm like, yeah, no, girl, don't do this. Just like I don't want Mary this worthy up. It's still a grift to me.
Right.
Like now she's a life coach.
Yeah, you still got work to do. Like
you have so much work to do. Like
right.
you still can't. You're still not seeing it. You're now. This man is throwing you under the bus every which way. He's been throwing you on. He's been planting seeds since like last season about you ruining the family finances.
Right.
Robyn has
damn near calling her a criminal, like saying she's stealing money. And that's why I would have drew the line. Like Janelle, like I don't know, God bless her, because that's why I would have drew the line. Because the one thing you're not gonna be able to do with me, you're not gonna be able to call me no thief. You know what I mean? That English was terrible. That grammar was horrible. But you're not gonna be able to refer to me as a thief, and we're gonna be cool after that.
Oh, like, I knew you loved me.
Beefing forever. Our bones are beefing. You know what I mean? we are beefing forever. Call me a thief.
Way. And then you had, I think, was it last season when Robyn was talking about when Janelle, talking about her finances, and Robyn was making the claim of, well, I spent my money, I saved money. I don't know what she was doing with her money.
Budget.
And then now
I don't know what they did with their money.
But I was saving and budgeting, and I don't know why she doesn't have money, because you were stealing it, honey. Right. You were stealing it. Now they're talking, I've listened to you earlier, and they were talking about how there's a possible another home equity loan out on this new house. What are they spending this money on? I just don't understand what is going on here. You're on a reality show. Yes, you make good money. You make more than me. I'm not going to say that you aren't making good money, but you're not making Bill Gates money. So what exactly are y'all spending all of this money on? Like, Robyn doesn't work outside of the show. Kody does this side business, so he goes around different shows, and I heard that some of the stuff that he sells is from people who've got. There's one person I do follow that does Sister Wife commentary, and I believe she's gone to one of the conventions, and she said that the stuff that he's selling, these accessories, are cheap. They're not even like quality accessories, so people would most likely go and buy them from somewhere else.
Right.
So I'm like, after this show ends, like, what do you want to do for money with a $2 million home and then an extra $700,000 on top of that to pay back? That's a lot.
No, it is.
But that was really all that I have. I appreciate your commentary, and I appreciate that you give a good perspective from a man. Because this show in particular, it's primarily women that watch. And I feel like sometimes when we sit back and we give our commentary as women, sometimes people overlook it. But when a man can really give a good perspective, and it's like, see, this is what we've been saying this whole time, then people will like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I appreciate that you give good commentary, and it's not just about the show, but it's just about life in general when it comes to relationships and man, woman, whatever. And I appreciate you're funny too.
Oh, I appreciate
everybody else.
I try.
All the other commentary, people in the comments and stuff, you're very funny. So I appreciate that. But you have a good night.
All right.
And I'll be in the chat.
All right. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. You have a fantastic evening.
You too.
All right. That was Aaron, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have Negla in the house. What's going on, Negla? How you doing?
Hey, you know what? Of course you would do it. Look, I couldn't. Okay.
I could. That's how I do it. I wait till you.
I'm not messing. I love you.
Look, be biting, and all of a sudden, like,
no. You know what, brother? That's my brother. That's what? That's my first comment, and I wanted to piggyback on you because, or on Ann. Because literally that was how I first started watching, and I was like, hold on, he's like a big brother's cousin, whatever, whatever. He lived up the street, used to babysit me, and you look like him. And I was like, hold on, I didn't know he was on YouTube, and I was like, well, what the hell? And I was like, well, you know what, I have kind of want to watch Sister Wife. And then I'm like, okay, a black dude watch Sister Wives. Okay, well, you know what? If a black dude is watching Sister Wives, I'm gonna watch.
Infiltrating the Mormons.
I didn't have a problem. Like, I don't have a problem. My uncle, we haven't. So okay, and that's why I'm gonna have to drop her membership. See, you didn't cost me money tonight, but my uncle is a Mormon minister in California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we talked about that. You probably don't remember. And no, you should remember because I'm the only important member that it matters to you. And and I'm joking. But anyway, either way, hold on. Back to my script because I type it out. Because I'll forget and I'll get distracted. But either way, you look like you. Well, no, that wasn't my script, but you did look like my brother, and I was just like, you know what, he's cool people, and either way, and you talk about things other than just Sister Wives, like you talk about real life lessons and things like that, and if anybody needs a membership, okay, I'm gonna give you a ticket to the party. Okay. Look, I'll just invite you to the party. I'll buy you a drink. Okay. I got you. You know what I mean? All right. But I did type it out. To piggyback on Ian, I only watched you because you look like one of my big adopted brothers. And Ted Williams. So believe it or not, he did come from the city and state that I used to give him money. And so when I used to get off work on Fridays, I used to get a 6-pack, and I'm not going to say what it was, but it was a 6-pack, right? And I would allow him to get what he wanted. And but then he eventually got discovered, and that's fine. But if you know his story, but Ted Williams, the man with the golden voice, and I can actually post a photo of me and him. It's not that store, but it's the store up the street. Anyway, but still, you know, and for me, I don't tell people how to live their life. I let them live their life how they want to live it. He said what he wanted, and you know, that's what, you know, if you want it, then hey, you know, it's all good. I don't need it. And so, you know, that's what you want. But anyway, let me see. Okay. What I first called to say was, okay, this is the thing about leg one. So, okay, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Can I tell you that with everything? Because with everything and everyone, it felt like everybody was saying, oh yeah, it was their fault. It was their fault. It was their fault. It was their fault. We were finding out more information, but it wasn't, for me, it wasn't, I don't know. It wasn't, I don't want to say satisfactory, but it just wasn't, and I know there's 2 more episodes or whatever, but I just don't, I feel like everybody's holding something back. And for Mary to have not signed an NDA, I feel like she was being too quiet. And you know, I love Mary. Now, am I wrong?
No, she was quiet.
Yeah, and she was like, she wasn't saying anything. And James, please understand, like, it's not that I love Mary, but it's just like, I've been, you know what I mean? I've been an apologist for Mary, and she does tee me off sometimes, but like, she tees me off less than the others. And I don't know. But I will say, it was just kind of irritating hearing Fauntleroy and Christine, or I'm sorry, not Christine, I apologize, Janelle, go back and forth about, and then Robert's like, I didn't know anything. Kody's like, I don't know anything, and Janelle's, I don't know anything. Well, who the fuck? Oh, sorry. Who the heck knows? Please, I hope you caught it. You good?
So you said, who the heck knows about what's actually
Thank
going
you.
on?
Yes, sir. Who the heck knows about anything that happened, and who, what, why, when, or where?
Right.
That's irritating. That's what, and I think that's what they want, but it's just like, look, dude, I'm not trying to do this for 3 weeks. Y'all done wasted my time for the past how many weeks? You know what I mean? Come on now.
Right.
Work with me. I'm only watching it because I want to be able to call into my brother's show on Tuesdays and like have, you know, like actual, yeah, I'm really about to join Linda's crew. You know what I mean? And you know, Linda don't even watch, because Linda be like, I'm not watching. I'm just gonna go context clues and I can figure it out.
Right.
But I don't know. What do you think about what I had to say? I don't know.
Well, because I think that it's interesting that they try to create this state of misery. And the one thing is that you can't, you know, I say that before, that this, you know, television, movies is a visual art, a visual medium. And in addition to that, the conditioning we have because of the way we watch movies and shows now, we need to have the answers. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to figure shit out.
We need a beginning, middle, and end.
Right. You got to tell me the story.
Yeah.
I should be telling myself the story. If I want to make up a story, I don't need to watch you.
Sure. That's fair. I'm sorry. I wasn't cutting you off.
No. I'm just saying, like, I think that's one of the things that they're actually taking advantage of the audience for, because they're just assuming that no matter what they put out, we're always going to tune in. And I think
but what are we tuning into though?
Yeah,
they're not thinking. So do you think that they're not considering the quality of the content as opposed to the quantity? And that's what you said. Oh my goodness, I didn't write her name down, but literally someone else said, I want to see the quality, not the you know what I mean? Like not the quantity. Mm-hmm. And that's why I've been saying, if they go to YouTube and maybe, you do like 6 episodes a year, winter, summer, spring, fall, and then have a Christmas party and I don't know, whatever, Labor Day party, we don't care, Memorial Day party, we good. And I wouldn't give them money. I would give you money to watch it. We all have a watch party together. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't give them money, but that's just a me thing. But I'm getting sick, and I do love it. Oh, and just please, guys, don't get rid of the Discovery Plus if that's the way you watch it, because I watch it on Discovery. I think it's Discovery Plus. I don't know. It's something on Amazon, but and please, if you're not a subscriber and or if you have not liked this video, please hit like or discontinue listening, you weirdos. But we love you and we want you to continue listening because we love you. Okay. Sorry. So hit like, and you'll hear weird people like me. And you know what? You hear all kind of people. And if you would like to buy a membership is not that expensive. And sometimes if you stick around, you might get a free one from me or somebody else. I'm sorry, James. I don't mean to be taking over your stuff. Okay, you already know I made that trip. Okay, I'm still. You know which one I'm talking about.
There you go. You just try to keep the party going. I got you.
That's it. Look, I'm gonna buy you a ticket and I'm gonna pay for your food when you get there. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Everybody's leaving happy.
All right, but anyway, back to seriously though. What do you think about what I said about the show? So, or do you have any?
I think that, like I said, I think it's just they're in a state where they're taking us for granted, and I think at the end of the day, it's going to cost them because they're bleeding off viewers even now, and they're making it harder for you to see it, and it's becoming more expensive to watch, and it's more inconvenient to watch.
Yep.
So that's just a recipe for disaster. So I mean, if you're tired of being on TV, this is the way you go about it, honestly.
And the funny thing about it is that everybody thought that Fauntleroy was going to be on Special Forces to increase the viewership, but it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, I mean, it could have worked, but his personality just isn't there.
Oh,
like Kody, I don't know, I'll be an asshole about it, but
it's not you. It's not you being an asshole about it.
Yeah, it's like just to put it this way. Kody benefits because he was a guy who was married into a alternative lifestyle, which made him interesting. But Kody in and of himself is not an asshole. Person.
He's an asshole that nobody wants to watch, and everybody that was originally liked him is not that fond of him anymore, unless they maybe share DNA. And half of them people don't even like him.
Right.
Am I wrong?
Right. So, I mean, it's just, him by himself and being on Special Forces, you really got to see it on Special Forces. That's why he didn't click with anybody for real. You know, it's just people don't like him because he's not that person. Like on the show, everybody talks about how charming he is. But when he went out
He's not.
somewhere and he had to stand on his personality, it wasn't there.
But hold on, who the hell ever? Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. I guess that's another conversation. But whoever liked him on the show, like in the beginning, I didn't like him in that 2-seater. How do you have a 2-seater and no, you have at that time he had 10 kids?
No, at the time he had 12 kids.
How do you have 12 kids and a 2-seater?
Yeah.
Bruh, that's just not
12 kids, a 2-seater, and a motorcycle.
Oh, and the little 4-wheelers and all that stuff.
No,
yeah,
he
you
had
have
a motorcycle. He had a cruiser. He had a Honda. I think it was a Honda Shadow.
Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I
think he sold it after his brother. His brother died on a motorcycle in a motorcycle accident. I think he sold
I
it.
remember. Yeah, I remember seeing because they went out there when his brother passed and also when his father passed.
Right.
But either way, excuse me. Still, you know, you got all these babies. No offense, but baby, you need to be in a Chevy Traverse or something. I don't know. You know, one of them transports. You know, something.
Bus. What he need? He need a school bus.
You need a mini bus. Anyway, James, you know what? Something personal on a personal level, and this is just a personal thing. I do just want to please just personally give a shout out to my if anybody doesn't know me or whatever, I'm a frequent caller to the show, and I do kind of contribute. I in no way sponsor the show or anything like that, but I just want to send a shout out to so my daughter's father went to heaven on January 12th. And then I would also just like to give a shout out to my son's father, who his birthday was the 12th. So yeah, it's just kind of a difficult day for me. And so it's just, you know, kind of hanging with friends feels comfortable. Just, you know,
right.
Not friends, but you know, just comfortable space.
Fair play. Well, we're gonna put some hearts in the chat for you.
If that's fair. And you know what, love you guys. You know what? Sometimes we never know what people are going through, and sometimes we never know what will help people get through and over things. And so I've been there for other people, and I appreciate other people for being there for me. And you know, so turnabout's fair play. And
about.
Love you, James. Take care. I'm not gonna take up no more of your time. All right, brother.
You have a good one.
You as well. All right.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Let's get some hearts in the chat for Negla. You know, going through some things. Support the sis. You know, keep it all the way live. Support her. Yeah. We had two things. So Miss Monica, the empowerment nest, the empty nester, Miss Monica, the empty nester, said, I'm curious if they make the money that the Duggars or John and Cake made yet. Because at one time they took a pay cut, financially delayed. Yeah, they took a pay cut, but their money went up after season 17 or season 16. They were able to renegotiate. Season 16 going into 17, they were able to renegotiate their contracts because they had a huge spike of viewership at that time. Now, smart money would recognize the fact that you lost money, that they could cut your money, even if they don't cancel the show. Like they were going to cancel the show. And the reason they cut the money was because Kody went and begged for them to keep him on the TV show. And they told him they basically gave the money back, gave a huge amount of money back to the network. That's why they were able to stay on the show for as long as they did. But yeah, they should know that you're vulnerable. It's like you get called into the boss's office and he talking about he gonna fire your ass. Like, you don't start making payments on, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go buy my car today. Like, you start tightening your money up because you realize this job might not be here anymore. Like, that's your first volley. Like, they put you on notice that you might not be here no more. So, but thank you so much, Ms. Monica, the empty nester. Then we had Tracy Roth Myers gifted One My Take on Reality membership. Thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate you. Let me give you a little something. And I did want to show you guys the. What's that at? Yeah, that is it. What I was talking about with oh shit. Oh, we'll come back to it. But next up we got Ty in the house. What's going on, Ty? How you doing?
Hey, how are y'all doing tonight?
Doing well.
All right. So I'm here to defend Janelle.
Okay.
I'm here to stand for her. I'm standing in the gap for my girl.
Stand in the space, take the space.
Yeah, I'm saving space for Janelle. I really wish she would have went all out and kind of really explained herself in the tell-all this past week. But I'm gonna give her grace because I understand that this isn't normal. This reality TV thing. I'm pretty sure it's not a normal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should be accustomed to it by now, but I get it. I really think Kody took a passing comment that she may have made that was just very minimum at best, and blew it up, or maybe not even that. I'm pretty sure she came at Kody with the same energy he came at her to ask her for her money for the house. Like, hey, when he was pressuring her, hey, if you put down half your deposit, whatever, or half your proceeds to the family fund so we can put down on this house or whatever the case may be, I'm hoping she matched him with the same energy he matched her to pursue her to get it. And I think that's how he wasn't caring about anybody else and what they needed at that moment. She needed her money. And I think everyone can relate to that. Like, every single one of us would be in the same. I'm ready to get the hell out of here. I want to be done with this situation. My son just passed. I don't want to deal with this foolishness. Give me my money so I can go. I don't care what you got going on with Mary and Robyn. I don't care. Run me my money. And I don't think any one of us would. It wasn't about family at that moment. It wasn't about the show. It was about she needs her retirement check cut today.
Right.
And I would have had the same energy towards anyone if they was just, Mary was, slowing down the process. Robyn slowing down the process. I don't care about none of that. Can you just sell it and give me my money? I don't care. Like, I think anyone that wants something done would do the same thing, like, and not care about anybody else. And I'm not saying she's selfish, but in this very moment, I think she has given everything she could to the family. And she was just ready to tap out. Like, I'm done. I'm out. And I'm pretty sure her kids are giving her grief. Mama, just get your money and go, man. Let's just leave these people alone. But she probably wants to put so much distance between the situation and just love on her children that she, I'm pretty sure she's realizing time and, loving her kids is what she wants to do. And she wants to be done with Kody and his circus.
Right.
And I'm feeling that. I feel that for her. So that's why I'm sympathizing or empathizing with her, because I could easily see myself in that situation.
Well, the only thing I would say is that the only thing I would question is, I get, like, she needed the money.
Mm-hmm.
She living with her daughter, bad luck. So I get it. Broke down, busted. I get it.
Run me my money.
I'd be pissed too. But the only thing I would say in retort to that is, she could have gone about it better because Mary technically wasn't holding anything up. Robyn was the one holding it up because she was insisting that she signed. Like Mary had already signed everything that she needed to sign. So all the paperwork on Mary's end was already done. It was just a matter of Robyn doing it, but Robyn refused to do it unless Mary gave her money. That's essentially what it is. Like Robyn tried to blackmail Mary out, extort Mary out of money.
Okay, so then why would the whole so then that's where I'm kind of like confused is why even bring up she was trying to sell the property out from under you if Robyn was the big in reality was this just something for the audience for TV
because I think what he was trying to say is in the Kody Brown fashion is that Robyn has to sign off on the document. So Janelle went down. She paid for according to Janelle, she paid for everybody to get the title transfer. She paid everybody else's fees herself because she was trying to get it done. Janelle went down. Mary went down right after Janelle. It was like the next day.
Okay.
And then Kody went down a few days later. And then it was like this happened in January. They signed off on the documents starting on, I think it was like the 16th and 17th. Janelle went down. Mary went down like the 18th. Kody went down like the 20th or something like that. Or 17th, 18th, and then like the 20-something. Then Robyn didn't go down until the end of March.
Right.
So what she was trying to do is, I think the way Kody was explaining it, well, Robyn won't sign it unless Mary gives her the money to sign it, which is basically saying that all the money that Mary gave Kody and Robyn for the house, she was just supposed to eat that and never ask for that money back.
Okay. So she was basically not wanting her to come with any counter or anything. She wanted everything to be the way she wanted it to be.
Right.
Free and clear.
Right. And so because Janelle wouldn't go or Mary wouldn't go for it, that's when that conversation probably took place. Well, she won't sign it. Well, I mean, if you could sell it, I guess, because it sounded like he said he got frustrated and he got pissed off and he was like, I'll sell it out from underneath all of you and I'll just distribute the money how I see fit.
Okay.
And then he said, oh, but Janelle had said that she wanted to do the thing. That's what she did. So Kody kind of he told on himself that it was actually him who probably brought up the whole I'll sell it out from underneath you. And then Janelle, like, I could just make sure you give me my money.
Okay.
Like that might have been the conversation.
Like, yeah, I don't care. Do what you do. Just run me my money.
Right. But I mean, the whole thing is if that were to happen, my big concern is, and Janelle should know this as a licensed real estate agent, if she goes behind Mary and tries to sell land that they're not necessarily entitled to sell, or there's an understanding that they were supposed to be buying in the consideration for Mary to kick in that extra money, because remember when he went to the house later on to sign the checks so that they could purchase the rest of the house or rest of the property. When that happens, you sit up there saying, like, I'm doing that with the expectation I'm gonna get 25%. That's why I paid you the money.
Right.
And now all of a sudden you're gonna come back and try to sell the land on it. That you will get your ass sued off. Especially if you sold that piece of property with Mary's name on it. Like that's a no-no. You can't sell, like, I can't sell
Okay.
Because there wouldn't be a guy or a gal who's not getting divorced. They wouldn't run to the real estate office and sell the house out from underneath the person they plan on leaving.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna give you shit until you sign over the kids.
Hold on.
I ain't gonna give you that. Ain't a thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That judge will eat your ass alive in that courthouse if you do some stuff like that. They will eat you alive. And here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna give them the balance of the money, and you're gonna be responsible for the mortgage.
How about that?
Especially in Georgia. Georgia's dirty, so don't do that shit in Georgia.
Okay, and I can see Kody. He doesn't want to go to court. He doesn't want this to get too legal.
No.
He's avoided court for a very long time. I'm pretty sure they can find something.
No, the last thing is that, you know what? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I said this before. What should scare Kody and make him very nervous is the discovery process.
Whew.
Because when you enter into discovery, Mary would have every right to say, I want to see how this land was paid for, how my money went, because this was paid for out of the family fund.
Right.
So I need full copies of all transactions from every transaction that ever occurred on that account. I need a copy of it, including tax returns, everything, every withdrawal. If there's something where you took money out and left a note, I need those notes explained. I need every nickel and dime accounted for, and I need it explained. Kody don't want to do that shit. Robyn don't want to do that shit. So that's why y'all gave her 25%. That's why y'all gave Janelle her 25%, because you don't want to do the dance.
Okay.
Like with all the tough Tony talking, especially with lawyers involved. Y'all don't want to do this dance. You don't want to do it.
That's crazy because I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, they were going to get ate alive because so if Mary put in on the Flagstaff house, the McMansion, but she didn't benefit from that in any way that we can confirm, right?
No.
And if I'm understanding right.
Yeah.
And then they took the proceeds from that house to buy this what do you call it?
The shit show chateau, the Cinder Palace. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she benefits off of this in no way. So I guess my thought process, I guess we would never, my mom always told me, you can't make sense of stupid, so don't try. But I'm just not getting, so they really feel like they are entitled to all proceeds from everybody. They benefited the most from and they don't see how everyone can see this and not think that they're good people, because they're still trying to, we're morally good people. Y'all are not good people.
Yeah, you're terrible. You're terrible folks. Like that's why it's so funny to me that they keep pretending like, oh, if we could just shut them up, everybody will see how awesome we are. No, you're terrible people.
Yeah.
You're terrible people. So
yeah.
Why not be terrible and paid? You know, let them keep talking shit. Let them be terrible and get paid. Because if you stop them from talking, all that's gonna happen is you're just gonna frustrate the audience out.
And we're frustrated, like with Robyn in a girl game situation. That's not girl game. That's two girls getting together outside. And like we all talk about our ex's new girlfriend. We all talk about our ex's new wife or whoever. We all do it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did you see who he pulled up with? You know, we all do it. So I don't understand how this is girl games, and you expect for everyone to treat you like worship you. You're supposed to be like this beacon of light amongst this family, and no one is seeing you that way. And she's really upset about it. Robyn is really upset, and Kody's upset. Well, I find her to be the most magnificent woman in the world. Why don't you? Because she ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not. And he's the only one that's believing the hype. And it's sending me. I mean, I understand stand by your man, stand by your partner, stand by your person. This is just going overboard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that too. Like I said this about friends, but I also say this about your partner. The one person who I rely on to be honest with me is my partner.
Yes.
If I'm messing up, I want them to pull me aside, be like, James, you know, if it comes down to it, you know, it is what it is. You know, if we got to throw, we got to throw. But you messing up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you go out with your friends, like even guys, we do that. I go with my brother or somebody and we hanging out. If he out there picking fights and stuff, I ain't gonna let nobody jump on him. But at the same time, bro, what you doing? Like you're messing up. If you wrong, you wrong. Like like you gotta stop. Like this is ridiculous.
I mean,
you call them out.
And they are every bit of everything that you say wrong. There's no way I can stand by a man that doesn't talk to his kids.
No, yeah, that's That's,
and there's no way I'm not going to try to do everything.
That you've disqualified, and I wouldn't say non-starter. You've disqualified yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're disqualified. Like You know, you just don't have. Apparently, you're missing parts. So yeah,
And I
you're not
mean
what I'm looking for.
that alone would be, equate me not to even want to be on TV. Like the whole world is talking about you, and they're not talking about you in a good light. Like after you did Special Forces, you didn't walk away from that in a good. Cody didn't walk away from that, with the light I think he expected to have from
Oh
it.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that did not turn out the way you thought it was going to turn out, son.
yeah. He
So I
definitely
don't.
didn't have to shine. He thought he was going coming out of there golden.
He thought,
Yeah,
and
it
he
did
looks
not
like
work.
poop.
Yeah, that did not work.
No, and then you get home, and then you let her like we literally saw it happen before our eyes. What we've all
Mm,
said has been happening is Cody or Robyn has some type of hold over him, or she has a way of making him feel like he's not wrong. We witnessed it.
right.
In one breath, he was like, "I miss my family. I'm gonna try to make whatever." My kids, my kids, my kids. As soon as he get back from Special Forces, yeah, that's something we all have to share in. We all failed.
Yeah, basically, f them kids.
Yeah.
F them kids. What? I thought you was crying because you wanted to build bridges back. Now, now,
No.
they got to build a bridge to me. I'm tired.
Okay. I mean, okay. But that's all I really want. I'll let y'all get on with the show. I'm still standing by Janelle, y'all. But
All right, well, that's your that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. Like I said, I got people you're in Janelle's camp. I got Megatron,
yes.
swiping every chance she get. I got
Yes.
people in Mary's camp. I got people who, can't stand Mary. It is what it is. Everybody's
Yeah.
entitled to their opinion.
Pray for
That's what I
Mary, though.
say.
Pray for Mary. I do hope she finds love. I would love to just see her be able to parade a beautiful relationship on social media because I think that's all she ever really wanted.
Mm,
So I hope she does find that love that she's looking for.
absolutely. I think everybody deserves to be happy. You
Yes.
know.
We all be happy. And I'll see y'all Thursday. All right.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
All right. You have a great night, Ty.
You
Take it
too.
easy.
You too. Bye.
All right. Awesomeness. Next up, we got Sharon in the house. What's going on, Sharon? How you doing?
I'm good, James. How are you?
You doing well? So what's happening, Sharon? I know you got some tea. What's up?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, see, I'm with your girl Ty there, kind of thing. I'm still on Janelle team. I can't help myself.
That's all right.
I
That's all
think
right.
she stepped. I think she just stepped her foot in it, kind of thing. I think she's like you say, just so anxious to get the money and get her life and get away from that and get finally break her ties and stuff. I
Mm,
don't think she's going back to Kody. I think she'd lose her kids if she did. I don't think her kids
yeah.
wouldn't want nothing to do with her if she did.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they stood up for her and that kind of thing. And Mary, good Lord, Mary. I just want to look at Mary and say, and I know she's not a dude, but sack up, dude. Just sack up, man. I'm so sick of it. I ain't gonna say. Hell, I ain't. I'm coming with it. You can hear it coming down the road. You hear that cash register going cha-ching, cha-ching, because here I come with the damn receipts. Here I come. I want to know what she's got on them. What does she know, or what does she have in her memory bank that she don't know? Because
Mm.
they're scared of her.
Yeah,
And
it's the
she's
weirdest
got
thing. Like,
something. There's something in there that she's
yeah,
got.
yeah, because everybody, like, she's the one out of all between her and Janelle. They're
Yeah,
the least likely to throw a bomb in the whole, like, especially Mary. Like
yeah.
she'll have like the story. Like she sat on that whole ring thing forever. You know,
Oh, yeah.
the fact that Kody told her that, when they got to Vegas, I'm gonna make you suffer for the next 20 years because I suffered with you. So I'm gonna punish you for the next 20. She sat on that forever. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if maybe it's that she was so outspoken and he beat that into her, and I don't mean physically beat, but I mean he just beat that horse to death, saying you were just so mean to them, you're so vile to them. They left, Janelle left me several times because of you, or you made Christine feel this way and all this kind of stuff, or just made her do that so much that now she's like, I don't want to go back to being that mean person anymore. I don't know what it is, but girl needs to sack up. She just needs to sack up and just let it all hang out.
Yeah, go
And
for
see,
broke.
I still think that was more shit that Kody was telling, saying that Janelle told him that Jen had tried to encourage Mary to leave, because in the next tell all, it's advertising that I wished I had told Mary,
To
you
leave,
know,
yeah,
to take
yeah.
the money and run. So see, I think that's all bullshit that he's making up and everything. I tell you something that seemed funny to me, and I'm not sure where I heard it. I don't think I heard it on yours. I think I heard it on one of the other YouTubers that I watch. And just an accusation out there that somebody else in rumor wise has put out there. James didn't say this, and Sharon's not saying that this is the truth. That that's just what I heard. You know what I'm saying? So that when him and Mary got divorced, his name was still on her house in Vegas.
Yeah, it was.
And then they turned around and refinanced Robyn's house because of the stuff with Dayton's medical bills, and his name went on that house right there too.
Right, right.
Well, so if you got a mortgage on that house and he didn't tell he was on the mortgage for Mary's house, that's mortgage fraud.
Mm.
Light his ass up. And if that's how he got the money and saying, well, it's his money because his name is on the house and stuff, that may be what she's got on him and don't realize that's what she's got on him. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Yeah, because
And then
he never took his name off of the Las Vegas house. And in fact, when they sold the house, he's on the deed of sale as well.
yeah,
So he's on the
exactly.
sale property. So yeah, that's accurate. I've seen the records. I've seen those records.
Right, right. Well, and see, so I don't know, but there's something out there, something, and it's something big, because they're scared of her. They're scared of
Yeah.
her. So whatever it is, I wish she'd pulled it out of her memory bank, or somebody hypnotize her, or do some shit, or do something, because she needs to come with it now. She needs to sack up and bring it
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
tilt. You know, um, there was also the thing about what was it? The where she keeps saying that she don't want to be a part of the ex-wife's husband. Okay, first of all, you're an ex-wife, so you part of that club whether you want to be or not.
Right.
And she's making me mad with that, because she sat right there on that phone and on that video call with her, and when she said that about his shy pretty wife, she jumped right in there. So she's part of it whether she wants to be or not.
Right.
And she
Right.
can sit there and say that she's not, but she's also like, when she's picking out these guys, she's picking guys that didn't do for her what Kody didn't do for her, or that she thinks will do for her what Kody didn't do for her. So she's
Mm.
part of that club whether she wants to admit it or not, and throwing off on them ain't making her look no better.
Right. That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
she just so in my mind, if you ain't part of the ex-wives club, you're part of the Kody and Robyn. Pick one. Let's see how you like them apples. I mean,
Yeah, you
she
see how
just,
that's going.
I
You know,
know, right?
you
I
see how
mean,
that's going.
yeah,
Because either
and
way, because we can talk about Janelle all day, but at the end of the day, Robyn and Kody were the ones who had the power in that situation. Janelle could sit there and talk pop shit all day. Janelle couldn't do anything without Cody's permission, even if
exactly,
she wanted to. So it was really like Kody can try to pass it off on to Janelle, but the way the documents are constructed by his design, he's the one
exactly,
with all the power in that situation.
yeah.
They couldn't
Well,
move
and
a
see,
stick or stone without Cody's permission on that, so
exactly, exactly. And there's a big difference between, being able to do it and saying, well, let's just move, let's do something, kind of
mhm.
thing. But, you know, because he could have attempted it. He sure could have, you know,
Shit,
but
you know what? You can try to ice skate uphill too, but that don't mean you're gonna be coming down fluffy.
oh,
You know.
exactly, exactly. And I tell you something, all these things about, I don't think it's just that they want the money to spend the money. I don't think, it's like some people at work. They earn vacation time or they earn PTO and then they spend it. So we call it the earn it and burn it crew. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? They earn it and they burn it. They can't. It's like it's in their pocket and they got to burn it quick, kind of
Right,
thing.
right.
It may be part of that, but I also think that when you think that way of who can I screw or who can I get this out of, and they've been doing this shit all along with these women. And yes, these women are being stupid signing off things. I mean, I get why Janelle would have done the gift thing so that at the end of the year their taxes wouldn't be so bad. I get why you would have done that if you were in good standing or felt like you were in good standing with the family. I get why you would have done that. It was stupid and it ended up costing her. But I get why you would have done it. And I don't say that just because it's Janelle. If you felt like there wasn't nothing wrong, why wouldn't you do that to make the whole situation better? You know what I mean?
Right. You talking about the gift for the house, the McMansion?
Yes. Yeah. The gift of the money kind of thing and stuff. But I mean, yes, it was stupid and it's ended up costing her stuff, but I think Kody and Robyn think that way. I think since they want to deceive and they want to win and they want to win over everybody else kind of thing, I think that's why they do these things about taking out all this equity or getting a line of credit and stuff, is because if they got it and they spend it, then nobody else gets it.
Right.
And that's a sad way to live your life kind of thing, because that mentality ain't going to get you nowheres.
Right. Well, it's circular thinking.
Well,
Because you're so busy trying to hide it.
You're
can't
cutting
never
your nose
keep
off to spite your face.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing about him and wanting Mary's friends to be quiet. Well, let's see. Christine wanted Ken to shut up, or Christine wanted Ken to apologize for the comment he made, and you wasn't willing to go to him. So, don't come at me with that shit.
Right.
Don't come at me with that shit asking me to tell my friends to shut up when you wouldn't do it over here either.
Right. Well, I mean, that and the fact that Mary's not your wife no more. Who she hang out with, what she do, and what she do when she do it is none of your business.
Exactly. And then her friends' opinions of you, as he said to her, ain't none of your business.
Right. Doesn't even matter. So, like, I can't control how my friends feel about you, because that's the one thing. Like, if you when you're in relationships, especially as you get older, you start to realize that sometimes when you have things happen in your relationship, depending on what it is, you may have to use some discretion on who you share it with and how much of it you share, because it might be stuff that you might get over that your family will never get over. You understand what I mean? Like, you get past,
exactly.
you cheated on me, you get past it. Your mama be like, "Oh, that cheating some bitch." Like, you know what I mean? Never let it go.
And that's my mama right there, James. So I'm just gonna tell you that now. Because I'm not gonna forgive that either. So I can't go very far.
Yeah.
The apple don't fall
Never
far
let it go.
that tree. Well, and I mean, I get Mary's happiness to have somebody in her life that she can trust. I get it 100%. But yeah, she's going too far, being all giddy and everything like that. And so it is true what the one lady said about, menopause and
puberty at the same time.
And puberty is exactly right, kind of thing and stuff. It seems like that feels the way it feels. It really is the way it feels.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking about it today, kind of thing. Things haven't changed as much as they would. I know they're not together anymore, and the three wives have left, and the kids won't have anything to do with him and everything. But I got to thinking about what Christine said there on the couch back in season 1, episode 6, with the wedding dress. She said, just face it, women are insane and men are idiots. But he can be an idiot to every one of us in a different way. And it's still true. He can be an idiot to every one of them.
Right.
Just in a different
in
way.
his own unique way.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, And I'm going to tell you, Robyn's not submissive. Do you think Robyn's submissive?
No. I think she may play submissive.
Exactly. I think Robyn is fake submissive. It's what the same it was that he said. He said that Robyn said whenever he said that Janelle wanted him to do the backdoor deal and stuff and leave Mary out of it or whatever and just pay her when he wanted to or whatever. But that she said, I can't believe that you would listen to her after I've been this loyal to you. You know that's what that bitch been saying all this time.
Right.
I mean, from day damn one, she's been saying that shit. And she has manipulated the situation altogether. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm with you. A man won't have nothing to do with his kids. He has chosen not to do that. Now, I mean, he may have chosen because of her, but he chose that shit.
Right.
So he's wrong in that. He's wrong in every bit of it, kind of thing and stuff. No matter why you do something, whether somebody suggested it to you or you do it yourself, it's still wrong with either way you look at it, kind of thing. But she's something else now. I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her.
No.
I wouldn't trust him either. But I mean,
Yeah, the two of them, like two peas in a pod. Like I couldn't mess with either one of them.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
Janelle's right. I think you give power. I think she gives power to get power.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm gonna tell you what, and I'll let you go, kind of thing. I bet Kody is dying and falling back in it. All that time that he wanted to be a land mogul and all that stuff, and have all these properties and turn around and rent them out and stuff. And now here Christine has got two.
Yeah.
That's eating his ass up.
Well, between that and Janelle with 152 acres, yeah, he's losing his mind. Losing his mind.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
So,
it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah. But I mean, even Mary though, she's sitting down there with the bed and breakfast that she's turned into like a conference center, so she might wind up buying herself another house anyway.
Yep, for sure,
So,
for sure. Well, as I say, if Janelle and Mary gonna write books, they better hurry up and do it.
Yeah.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, especially while there's still appetite
Mary knows
for
that
it.
they're scared of it. She hurries up and tells it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before they start flipping it
Say,
around.
especially what?
Because all that's going to happen is that if given enough time, Kody and Robyn have already demonstrated that they have an appetite to try to flip anything around. So anything that Mary potentially could come out with, I could see them trying to release a book or talk about it on one of the shows to try to, stifle anything she plans on doing as far as her book is concerned.
Yeah.
So they should come out with it as soon as possible.
Well, and the fact that he sits there and says, what's happened with my kids is just because of this or whatever. It's, because of, being in polygamy or because of this, that kind of thing and stuff. Yeah, no. It's because of one reason, bro. Kody. That's why.
Right.
You've been an asshole. All this time, whether it be to their moms or to them individually, you've been an asshole. How else are they supposed to act?
Fair enough. That's it.
Yep. All right, James.
All right, Sharon. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. You have a good evening, and we'll catch you on Thursday.
There you go. Thank you so much. You have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Awesomeness. Next up, we have Brittany. Now, Brittany, one of the Mega Mind Squad in the house. What's going on, Britt? How you doing?
Hey, James. How are you? How's everyone? Well? Good. I just got off work, so I missed pretty much everything. So I may say something that somebody has already said. But I will have to say I feel like I definitely know that I was built different, but I was also raised different because this whole keep sweet nonsense, like my daddy did not raise me to be that way. Now I am polite. I'm kind. Right. I'm for sure like don't start none, won't be none type deal. Like I'm not going to start anything, but I will absolutely finish it. And with Janelle and Christine and Mary, I'm just like, what has being nice to Kody and Robyn gotten y'all?
Right.
Nothing. It hasn't gotten y'all nothing. Your kids can't stand him. You can't stand him. You don't talk to him. He has no relationship with any of you. Like what? All he does, and it's like every season he throws somebody else under the bus, and he's been doing that. So y'all sit up there and kiki with him and smile all up in his face, and all he's doing is finding leverage to make y'all the bad guy in the next season.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And at what point are we just gonna cuss him out and block him?
Right.
Because that's really where it needs to get. And Mary been talking to God for a lot longer than I have, apparently, because there's no way I would have heard Kody say that he was gonna take my money from me, sell my stuff without me, and then pay me my money at his leisure.
Right.
I'm finding you immediately. cut the cameras. Or you can follow me. You can follow me and get this on camera. But I'm really about to open up a can of whoop ass on both of these people because there's absolutely no way. No way. We couldn't to this day, they filmed the tell all probably like October of last year. To this day, I'd still be fighting Kody in the midst, actively.
Right. All right. If we ain't squabbing, I'm looking for his ass.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Absolutely.
showing up places.
You be having to find a doctor to surgically remove my foot from outside of his ass.
Right.
That's where we would be at this point. Because
that's just crazy.
There's no way. And then she goes, "Oh, I just don't want to say anything." Girl,
I'm gonna
again,
keep sweet. Yeah, right. I'm gonna keep sweet. Like, bump that.
you being nice. See, this why he keeps doing it. Because all you want to do is keep sweet. Robyn not keeping sweet.
Right.
Robyn acts like she's keeping sweet, but she not keeping sweet. Because she came over and tried to get you to sign that NDA.
Right.
You know what? At this point, it'd be one of those things like y'all have 3 business days to show up for this ass whooping, or I'm telling everybody everything. I'm snitching. I'm letting it all out. I don't care. I don't care if you jaywalked in 2005. I'm telling it. I'm telling every little bitty thing. Because no, y'all really got me messed up. And especially for Mary, this is where I get so mad at Mary, is because these people are taking money from your child.
Mm.
They're taking money for your child. This isn't just, at this point, we all know that all of this is about what they can leave for their children, because you can't take it with you.
Right.
They're trying to keep your child from getting what's due to them based on the money that you have contributed to the family for X amount of years. And you don't have nothing to say. Nothing to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be cussing my mama out if I were Leon. 100%. Because what are we doing? And this also goes back to Kody, and I'm just gonna say it. I personally feel like Kody is homophobic and transphobic, because it's not even just like Mary just has one child and that's why Mary deserves less. I think Kody feels like because Leon is who they are,
Right.
Kody also has a problem with that. I think that also adds to why he hates Mary so much. Because not only did you not give me a child, you gave me a child that's not, in my mind, perfect.
Right.
And now he's going around, trying to make sure that Mary and her child get nothing left behind, and that Mary can't say anything about it. And again, as if I'm Mary, I don't know how you sit there and just go, I'm gonna keep sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
I
playing with
don't,
her.
because it's not about Mary. Now it's about my child.
Right.
It's about my child. And now everything that I was going to do to you because you pissed me off because you were doing it to me is going to be tenfold, because now you've involved my child in it.
Right. Right.
And so
I
I
mean,
just don't.
It's just general principle stuff. There's GP on
Yes.
this. Like you don't do this. Like, because I don't care how much money, like, especially if say Mary, she has the Lizzie's in, and they out back doing the renovations, and they find an entrance to a damn diamond mine. And all of a sudden, Mary's like a multimillionaire. You still not gonna get me for the money that you owe me. Like, it's one thing for me to say, you know what, I have this and I have so much, I'm gonna go ahead and let you slide on that. That's one thing. That's my choice. But you don't get to choose for me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where it's crazy. Like, and you took money from her, and there's no way you can justify, like, oh, she used to hurt my feelings, so you get to steal all the money.
And I don't know. Like, if I owe somebody $7.17, I'm gonna be nice to them until they get that $7.17, or until they tell me that we cool. But what I'm not gonna do is treat that person like absolute trash, lie on them, belittle them, talk about their friends and everything, call them names and stuff, and think that we just gonna be cool.
Yeah.
That
And definitely don't show with new shit. Like
oh
every time I see you got
bro,
something new on, you owe me some money. Every time I see you got your hair cut, you got on brand new clothes and kicks, and you pushing a brand new whip. Come
oh
on, man.
no, oh
You're not
no,
doing this. It's crazy talk. This is crazy talk.
absolutely not. All your stuff be burned on the side of the road.
Right.
How about that?
It's crazy talk. Like
How about that?
we going back
Philly,
to the store. We gonna get your receipts. We gonna take this back. Gonna get me my money, or at least a nice little down payment on my money. Because this is like he's driving around in a convertible car. Owe you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like your ass need to be on a bus.
and
Like,
then sit up there. He's bought all this stuff, and then like last season, he was mad because the women left, and now they're not gonna pay the tuition for his kids. If you hadn't bought all this shit, you could pay tuition for your kids.
That's the thing too. I did pay the tuition for the kids, but you already spent the money, bro.
You spent it.
Like,
You
what are we
spent
doing?
it, and now you wanna yell at me when, especially for Mary, you want me to pay for your children, but you didn't chip in a dime for Leon's money,
Right.
for Leon's college. And this is when you still like Leon. And you talk about they just, now they just left us holding the bag. I see.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I did. But here's the thing. I gave you the money. You lost the money. You spent the money. I don't know what you did with the money.
I don't know what you did.
I'm not replacing the money I already gave you.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? And you already owe me that money back anyway. So that's like if you take out a loan and you go to the horse track, you lose the money, and then you come back. Oh yeah, remember when I borrowed that money because I had to pay my rent? Well, I lost it at the horse track. Number 6 broke his leg. So now heading to the glue factory. So now I need you to give me some more money, or they're gonna put me out of my place. No.
No.
No. I should have gave you that first money.
Right.
That's all that's telling me. I should have gave you the first money.
Right. And then you want to walk around and like talk mad shit every day. Every day, Mary's name is in Kody's mouth for some reason, and you still and you. Not only do you want me to call what I already gave you, even you're asking for more. Like you said, I just don't. I need you to go find something safe to do, Kody. I really do. I really do, because at this point, because they also keep bringing up just like, oh, our kids. You know what? The same way as fuck my kids is fuck your kids too. I don't care if they have to sit up there and see you in jail. I'm finna tell it all. I'm finna tell it all. And you can talk to the IRS about what happened to the money, where the money went. You can talk to them about selling some patent so you can pay back that money. And then when you get finished paying the IRS that money, I'm still have my hand out for the money that you owe me. And I hope your kids got a good education with the money that you spent not on them, so that way they can afford to take care of themselves. Because I don't care. I don't care. Why should I care? Why should, especially for Mary, you don't let me see them kids anyway.
Yeah, a bunch of strangers in the house.
Right.
Your roommates. Like, I'm good. Like,
okay.
I bet you that'd be the thing too. If Mary actually do take them to court, the kids will probably show up like, why are you doing this to mommy? He'll bring the kids out for that.
Or you go sit in the child's place because you don't want none of this smoke.
Yeah, right.
You either stay in a child's space or I'll treat you like an adult.
Like, because your mama's a thief. That's what.
Right.
Right. Your mama and your daddy steal.
Since Ari want to go around telling everybody's business.
Yeah, right.
Go tell them that Aunt Mary said that y'all steal when you go sit up there and talk to them from behind bars. Right. Tell them that I said they steal.
You run back and tell that. So
and
have
Kody
a good one, little Ari. Yeah.
Yes, right. Like, oh, these people. And at this point, David and Jen are the only sane people on this show. They're the only people that I want to see at this point because all of them on my nerves.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. I'm not watching after this season. I can't. I don't have it in me.
I don't
Like,
know where they're gonna go after this.
I
Yeah,
really don't.
I don't know where they're gonna go.
I really don't. If they do like a reunion special type deal and it's like a 2-episode thing, sure. Okay, I got you. I can watch that because I like to see the kids and everything. But if I say the kids like they not my age, but whatever. Like the oldest kids. I would like
Right.
to see them or whatever. But I'm not gonna sit here for like 20 episodes for y'all to say not a damn thing. And then sit up there and lie talking to Suki. And Suki don't watch the show. So she don't ask no questions. And then she wants to be like, I get a lot of pushback, but I'm just trying to maintain a friendship. I need you to do your damn job. See, you too busy having friends and not doing your damn job. And that's why you also get cussed out every damn season.
Right.
See? But yes, that's all I had to say.
Well,
I probably got more. I'll send some speak pipes.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you calling in, Brittany. Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good one.
All
Bye.
right. And I got some speak pipes because I'm coming with the fire. Oh man. But hold on, Jody Periscala with the $4.99 super chat. Not legal marriage. Notes to self. Mom sued ex who is profit for just a home she put money into. Yeah. That whole situation is rough. Because I'm familiar with some of that Mel was talking about, but that whole situation is jacked up. I hope the best for her. I hope she gets something out of that. Because it's a hard thing for you to put so much of your life into something and then you wind up getting screwed over. That's terrible. But let me give Jody Periscala a little something. All right. Next up, we have Carmel Cuties. What's going on, Carmel Cuties? How you doing?
Hey, James, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, good. It's going. I was waiting my turn in line, and of course, the fan band want to start calling my phone. I had to put it on D&D for a minute because, baby, do I got a minute? I know it's late. I know it's probably about 5 people behind me, but I need about a good 10 minutes of your time, James.
All right.
I need to approach the congregation real quick, and I'm gonna start backwards. So I'm gonna agree with everything Brittany said. They all getting on my nerves, and the whole time she was talking, all I'm hearing in my head is Tupac, like, "Hey, if you down with Diddy and Bad Boy," I'm like, "If you down with Robyn and Kody, then fuck you too." But yeah, no, ma'am. The ass whooping Kody would be getting if I was married. There wouldn't be a restraining order thick enough, long enough, wide enough to stop me from whooping his ass and Robyn's every chance I got. They show up to drop the kids off at school. Guess who's gonna be in the front yard? They show up to go to the grocery store. Because guess what? I know where the fuck y'all live. Y'all know where I'm at, but I know where you at. But the fact that the little sneak preview we see Robyn getting an attitude, and it could be an edit. I'm waiting to see it. When Sookie asked her something about you don't feel like you owe Mary anything, and she was like, "No."
Yeah.
The way my head looked at that TV, like, bitch, it's grown up time, y'all. Pardon the French, because it's coming. I would have came from behind stage, backstage, across the street, and snatched every motherfucking head off her goddamn scalp. Ain't no way. Mary too nice. So now I'm gonna go backwards. I agree with everything Ann said. When Ann called in and what she said about Mary, 1,000%, hands down, I agree. When she said, "I will not be silenced, but you ain't saying shit," I'm Jen. I'm the one when I get mad and get frustrated, back the fuck up. when you see them tears come down my face, because I'm about to be Tarzan. Like I'm the Tasmanian devil. I'm a tear up with the tears. Don't mistake the tears and think I'm a little crybaby sissy Lala. Because I'm finna tear you the hell up. I couldn't be Mary's friend sitting on that couch. No matter how much Mary don't want to be a part of, and this is where I agree with Sharon, I don't want to be a part of the ex-wives clubs. Boo, you was the motherfucking president of the ex-wives clubs. If you don't forget, you was the first one. You was the first ex-wife legally and spiritually. If you want to be real, it wasn't Christine. It was you. And the fact that for some reason Mary still wants a little piece of, I don't know if it's respect, if it's kissing Kody's ass, if it's sucking up to him and Robyn, she still wants to be a part of that. Okay, I'm still good. It's an amicable line of communication. Fuck them. The level of disrespect that they have had for Mary since Vegas is mind blowing. You'll sit in front of a camera on a couch and act as if you're just so elated that I'm doing you and your children a favor by divorcing my husband legally, not taking any alimony, not getting any child support, so that he can legally adopt your children. And the fact that you sit up there and act like you were my friend, it was all an act. You played the shit out of me. And I'm petty. I get my lick back. That $700,000 in equity they pulled out, yeah, Judge, you're going to have to double that for all my pain and anguish that these two motherfuckers have put me through over the years. I'm coming for everything. Everything. The cars, the purses, them funky ass dolls. I'm coming for everything. Legally or not, I don't give a damn if I ain't got a ground to stand on. If I lost in civil court, I'm taking their ass to small claims court. However often I can sue your ass in small claims, I'm coming. Every year, like clockwork. Kody and Robyn got crackhead behavior when it comes to like their spending, how they look at money and everything. It's crackhead behavior. I'm sorry. It is. Right. And with that being said, who was it? I think it was Ty. Oh, sis, I love you dearly. But boo, I disagree with what she said regarding Janelle. I agree with her when she said it probably was taken out of context. However, it might have been said about, well, you could sell the property out from underneath her or whatever the case may be. But ain't no way with the education that Janelle has had, the fact that she prides herself on being a businesswoman, even in grieving, I'm not walking away from a dime. Y'all took my whole equity out of my home that I sold in Vegas, that I helped pay and contribute to while having 6 kids in tow. And y'all think I'm going to just walk away from it as so it was nothing? Again, that's stupid. I don't give a damn if she didn't have a leg to stand. If anything, she would have had an ally in Mary, who, again, head witness. Mary was there throughout these tabled conversations that we didn't see on camera. Mary knows what the deal was in regards to, well, we all had the family pot. We all contributed X amount of dollars. Only person who was taking out that son of a gun was Kody. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, dog. Yeah. We going to court. You running me my money. And whatever happened with Big G's and his estate, that ain't got nothing to do with Kody, and it damn sure ain't got nothing to do with Robyn. We're not calling it even because our son passed away. And whatever benefits, life insurance, things he might have saved up on his own, if he listed me as his beneficiary, it's me, boo. You may be the daddy, but at the end of the damn day, take me to court and sue for me for what you feel you supposed to get from our child. If he didn't write it in a will or leave it to you, you ain't getting shit. It ain't no way. If I was Jen, I get to talking. I wouldn't even be sitting on that couch being quiet. All of it would be spilled. I just hate how, I won't be silenced, but you ain't saying nothing. You shutting up. Like, now is not the time to be shutting up. Get to running your mouth.
No,
And
absolutely.
Christine been my girl. I like her. She was my favorite. Not gonna lie. But she giving me bipolar vibes lately. I don't get that 1 minute. I don't never want to talk to Kody ever again. Oh, it was a lovely meeting. It was great. It was good. It was nah, bitch. It wasn't none of that. You had the 50-yard stare of fear sitting there, even with your man sitting next to you. The look on Christine's face definitely read uncomfortable. I don't care what a judge might have said. You could lay it out and be like, no, it was intense. It was horrible. I don't ever have to talk to him again outside of this little tech stack that the court set up when it comes to him spending time and seeing Truly. That's it. That's all. And even that shit, Truly don't want to see his ass about today. Outside of him paying his child support every month, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Yeah, I ain't feeling none of this. I know for a fact this is my last season watching. And depending on how these tell nothings go, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sit through the rest of them.
That's fair play.
I feel like we wasting money up in here. Like, come on now.
Mhm.
And I work hard for my little dollars. As you see, I travel daily to collect my little coins. And at the end of the day, if I have to drop out of, well, hell, all I watch, what do I watch it on? I watch it on Philo, but because it airs the same night. I stopped messing with Discovery Plus and the TLC app just because they stopped airing it on Sunday night. When they
Yeah.
moved that shit to Monday, I was like, well, cancel that subscription because there's no point in keeping it. Yeah, I'm definitely over it. I feel like Janelle's shady boots. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like she is shady. Even if, let's keep it real. Did she warn Mary ahead of time? Yes. Did she tell Mary she might want to speak to a lawyer? Yes. Did Mary go run and throw Janelle under the bus by letting the enemies and the ops know, hey, Janelle feels that you guys are going to screw us over, so I should go get legal counsel? Boo, that was information for your ears only. That was not for you to share with everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, we all got, I'm sure, quick little story time. Like, we all got friends who, fuck it, I'm gonna call a spade right now. I'm gonna keep it real. I got a girlfriend who man cheat every other week, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, me and my god siblings were at the movies late one night. I think it was when like Spider-Man or something came out. And lo and behold, guess who I see 3 rows down with a chick who ain't my friend? Her dude. So
Right.
I act like I'm going to the bathroom, go give her a call. 15 minutes later, she roll up there with another homegirl. I open up the back door to the movies and they come in and hey, he caught, right?
Right.
Why? He didn't see me, mind you. He didn't see me. Movie theater dark. I saw him. He didn't see me. So 2-3 days later, they in an argument, and he goes, well, how the hell did you know I was at the movies anyways? Well, called me. You motherfucker. That was not for him to know, stupid. That was for you to know.
Right.
So now, when I see him out cheating, I don't say nothing. One, you didn't leave him, so hey, that's your headache, not mine.
Right.
So
Right.
at the end of the day, because now I done seen him out and about a few. I seen him at the grocery store just 2 nights ago with a whole nother chick. I don't say nothing. She be asking, do you be seeing him out and about? Girl, I don't know. I'm Stevie Wonder when I'm in these streets. I don't see nobody.
Well, what difference do it make?
That's how I feel Mary. That's how I feel Mary should have kept that information. Like, that's something you keep tucked in your back pocket. You only pull it out when it needs salvation. Then she's like, well, I don't know who I could trust. Yeah. Mary don't necessarily watch the show per se, But I'm gonna need her to go spend a cozy Saturday on a snowy, rainy day in Parowan, Utah, and just binge watch the shit out of the show. You'll figure out who you can trust.
Right.
Trust
Right.
and believe. Like I don't wholeheartedly, but you know, it's Mary. Some strange 15-year-old girl still with a crush on his dumb ass has. She still wants to be in Kody's good graces. For why? I don't know. Can't explain it, can't understand it, don't get it. Feel it's dumb as hell. But hey, and I think deep down, honestly, is irritating as Kody is to Janelle. I think Janelle still wants to be in Kody's good graces as well.
Yeah.
I think the only one who probably would give a good fuck you to Kody is Christine and the kids at this point.
Right. Right. Yeah, everybody else is too in deep. They in too deep. I agree with that.
I don't see how one, the show's gonna continue. I don't know who said it when they were like Robyn hasn't had a job. The only job she's had has been the show. And you know, the comment when Robyn said, "Oh, I saved my money. I don't know what the other women did with their money." Yeah, it's easy to save your money when Kody ain't making you pay no bills.
Right. Right.
It's easy
You're
to
not
save
spending
your
your money
money,
on shit except for stuff you
right?
want.
When three other grown adults have been working their ass off to pay for your lifestyle.
Mm.
So it's easy not, you know what I'm saying, to have money in your pocket and go buy designer clothes and $60,000 dolls and shit when you ain't had no real life responsibilities since 2010.
Right.
You know, I'm just saying. But I yeah, I'm at my annoyed point, and it sucks because I don't know these people from Adam. I don't know none of these folks. They strangers to me. Stranger danger. But I'm invested enough to want to know what's going to happen, but I'm irritated in the right now by what is happening and what has happened. Couldn't be me. That's all I have to say. It would never couldn't be ain't no flipping way. Couldn't be me. Cause it would be a whole nother show, I promise you. Mary doing her little smile talking about, oh, you guys would beep out. And then 2 seconds later she says the cuss word where it's beeped out. If you was gonna say it, you might as well just say it. Like,
Right. Right.
what you holding back for?
Well, lean into
But
it.
jump, feet first, hands out, sprawled out, just do it. Shit. At this point, but Sharon said something and I wrote it down when she said, you know, people and maybe like their PTO, they burn it and earn it and burn it.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm them people. When it comes to PTO, hell yeah, I earn it and I burn it. You know why? Because if I quit or I die, I can't take none of it with me. It's
Yeah.
not getting cashed out. So as I earn my 4 hours every 2 weeks, I'm using my 4 hours every 2 weeks, unless I got a vacation coming up. Then I'll save a little bit. But yeah, I'm they. I earn and burn too, but not when it comes to my money. Two things in life people can never say Carmel Cuties is a thief and a liar. And the way Kody lies on these women and throws them under the bus every chance he gets. And the sad part is, you're not even throwing them under the bus to save your own ass. You're just doing it to be an ass. I'm shocked they ain't got together and whooped his ass. What is that movie This Christmas when she put the baby oil on the floor as he was in the shower and he gets out and he's slipping and sliding on the floor and she took that belt and whooped his ass because he was cheating? That's
Yeah.
what all three of them should have did to Kody. Matter of fact, they should have did a double whammy while him and Robyn in the shower. They should have put right there in Vegas. Put that baby oil all on the floor, P. Diddy style, and beat the dog stank out of both of them with camera crews in tow. That would be an episode to watch. I promise you.
Right.
But yeah,
All
I wrote
style.
a couple things down, but I was irritated. This whole Sunday night, and the sad thing is, I rewatched it on my ride to work yesterday morning, uninterrupted. No phone calls, nobody coming in the room asking me questions. I wasn't like monitoring the chat. You know what I'm saying? Half-ass paying attention. And I think it pissed me off more the second time watching it than the first time did.
Yeah, because it's so crazy. It's so crazy. And it's
James,
not
I
even
don't
crazy new. It's just crazy because they keep saying like they're talking restating the same old thing. They're just saying it worse now.
I'm not understanding though. Like, oh, what's your hidden talent? These are the questions we asking?
Yeah, who gives a shit? Like I don't care about the
We're
face.
not fifth graders. You don't have to do icebreakers with us like nobody knows who everybody is in the room. Shit, at this point, I'm sure they can all walk in, including Jen and David, and know the cameramen's names by heart. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Suki claims she watches the show. I don't believe it. There's no way. She can't. Because you know me, and I'm not a journalist. Like, I didn't go to school for journalism. But I remember some stuff in high school, boo, and I promise you, I would have had them edits. You know how they show it on the screen when you ask a question, like Robyn's so-called breakdancing, and they put up the picture or the film of her breakdancing. Every freaking question and lie that they've told me in past tell nothings, I would have had that shit up. Oh, well, Kody, remember the last time we talked and you said dot dot dot? Watch the clip. I wouldn't let up off their necks. I'll get another job. It's cool. But I promise you, everybody would be tuned into those 4 episodes. Why? Because I'd be giving them the business. Every time they open it, Kody would storm out. Robyn would cry and wouldn't say shit. I wouldn't give a fuck. Come on back because you contracted to be here. Let's go.
Right.
Every hard hitting question any fan could think of, I would leave my inbox open. Ask them to me because I'm going to be picking about 10 to ask these fools. We get into the nitty gritty, whether they like it or not. But, production, I'm sure they got somebody listening in on the content creators. They just not taking the right notes because you throwing out little things here and there, but y'all missing the whole lesson.
Right. Like we know what we're doing.
Shit. Tell your production team to stop taking the bathroom breaks. Pay attention. Because, hell, we ready. Like, let's get, shit, if it's going to end, let's end it with a bang.
Right. Right.
But,
At
yeah,
least give them
I don't know if I got other folks behind me. I had to get that off my chest as now I see my little, my little list. I was driving and it's dark out, so I couldn't really read what I wrote down. Oh, biggest one though. Janelle being a so-called life coach.
Yeah.
She couldn't advise me of shit. I'm sorry. Now I'm not saying that she probably has never been through nothing in life. She may not give somewhat good advice, but she can't advise me on nothing. The fact that you walked away from how much did they say her equity in her house was? Like $140,000, $150,000?
Yeah, definitely 6 figures. So
I wouldn't give a damn if it was 20,000, James. It could have been $20.
yeah.
If Kody owed me 20, Kody gonna pay me my 20. I'm not leaving you with shit. I said I'm petty, and I'm getting my lick back. If I lent you money, run me my. I don't care because when they ask for it, it's all nice and sweet. But when they got to give it back, it's here's your funky $20.
Yeah,
Run me my funky $140,000. All funky of it. Yeah, I don't know. They working my nerves. They driving me to drink, James, and I don't even drink.
Just say no. Just say no.
I don't even drink, but they driving me to drink. I had a glass of wine on Sunday night. They driving me to drink. Like this is just, I can't. They're doing too much. For Negla, my condolences to you and your children in regards to the loss of your child's father. I know death ain't an easy thing, especially when it's another parent, and especially if you have to explain to your child that their parent is no longer here. So
Right.
Definitely want to say to put some more hearts in the chat for Negla tonight because I'm sure it's not an easy thing. Um, yeah, I don't know, James. I missed the whole part of the show. I came in as Ann was talking, so I caught maybe 3 or 4 people before myself. I I ain't feeling it. Is actually pissing me off. I've left a couple speak pipes, and I'm sure I got a couple more in me. But yeah, no me importa. No, I can't do it. I'm sorry. This show is it. I gotta find. We gotta come up with something better because I tuned in, just like Negla said. I seen a brother who watches Sister Wives. Who, James, you cool. You could be up. You could be cuz. You could be, one of the fam bam. So I was like, all right, he cool. And then after about a good 6 months of watching, I was like, well, shit, I'm here damn near every time he drop a video. Then it
Yeah.
started getting better, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a member now. I'm in the crew."
Hey,
So it just we all got to collectively come up with something better
something
because
else. Yeah, yeah. Because this show
this
is dying anyway. So either we jump off it or it jumps off us. Because I don't think it's gonna make it.
ship is sinking.
Yeah.
Again, I say it every time we discuss if they are filming for season 21 or an extended season 20, because this season seemed like it wrapped up quicker than season 19 did. Like season 19 dragged out for quite a while. So
Right.
if they're planning like a second half to this coming in the spring, what other storylines is left? Janelle done already said she done bowed out. So we not getting nothing from North Carolina unless it was what was already filmed. Or they come back, and do a where she's at now, seeing the houses once they're built and whatever else. I
Right.
don't see where this show can go.
Yeah, but that's even like just not even a full episode.
it's
You know what I mean? That's
a
like a half
it's a
episode,
commercial
maybe.
break.
Yeah. That's a filler. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're
Yeah,
gonna
I don't know either, but they got to do better. I see Christine still doing her book tour. I'm like, that hasn't died out yet, but hey, make your money. She got to make her coin some kind of way.
do. Yeah, yeah. I guess as long as they getting booked, she'll go. She don't care.
Hey,
Hey, good for her.
I
I
don't
mean, I'm
blame
not
her.
mad at her, but you know.
I'm not running to no city that she's doing it at, but I mean, if she were to come here to the South Bay, if it's within my route, I'll go, but I'm not going out of my way to
Yeah.
go to regarding her book because again, I thought that was going to be a massive tell all, and I felt like it was a lot of tell nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
She reiterated everything she did from the first book that we already read and we already knew. I honestly, I give two shits about the history of the AUB. I don't. I don't care. What I care about, Mel and Corey will explain it to me. So outside of that, I don't care. But
All right.
I don't know. I thought she would be, I thought we get more nitty gritty than that. But maybe after she's out of contract with TLC and her second book will be a slammer. But
Yeah, maybe.
production, if you're listening, I think y'all need to make Christine reach out to her aunt now that she's out of the AUB and out of polygamy and have them do a sit down and see what that conversation be like.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be interested in seeing that.
I definitely would.
You know.
But that's all I really had to say tonight. I'm sure I have my more detailed notes where I could read them in the light and actually be stationary to call in and have this conversation. But yeah, I had a good day at work today.
Oh,
So to get on the road and be hearing some of the calls that came in and said everything that I had on my list to say tonight and said it. So I just threw that list in the trash. Like, well, shit. Ain't no point in repeating what she said. She said it all to a T. Great minds think alike, sis. Because
there you
I
go.
promise you, what she said, I agree. I approve that message 100%. Same with Sharon, 100%.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Caramel Cuties. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you more, James. I say it every week. Thank you for this awesome community. You give us a safe space to talk about life, love, money, and these dumbass motherfuckers that we watch every Sunday.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna bring it back to being PG.
Right.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. You have a good night.
You too.
All right. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. Oh, that's right. I wanted to do one thing. Let me do one thing and then get ready to bounce. I want y'all to pray for a brother. I had my daughter asked me to take care of her car. She was having some issues with her brakes. So I had to replace her caliper and redo her brakes and bleed the brakes and all that stuff. So I still gotta take the car out for a test drive just to make sure everything is working properly. So this is the I don't know, I think I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty sure everything is fine, but it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. You're like, my dad always said that, like, because I was out there earlier when I did her brakes before. I had her help me, and then my son was helping me today, and when we were bleeding the brakes and stuff. But my dad, when he taught me how to do it, he was like, gotta make sure you pump them brakes, because otherwise you don't have no brakes. And you got to try to either put it into the tree or a curb. So every time I do brakes, I think about him saying that. But yeah, it should be good. But I just got to make sure she's straight. So I can't have her out there riding around. That's safe. But yeah, this is what I was talking about when I was saying that Kody had a motorcycle. Yeah, that looks like a Honda Shadow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Honda Shadow. My bike is similar to that, kind of like that. I have a Roadstar. It's closer to like both those bikes are modeled after the Harley Fat Boys. So wait, is that Bradley all James? Well, I'll be in the car for the test drive. I'm going by myself. I don't take partners with me. I don't take co-pilots on the test drives. But yeah. Well, yeah, that was young Mary. And look how happy she looked. I'm with my man. And they even featured that motorcycle on the show. Because I saw it on the show when I might have a picture of my bike. No, I don't have it on here. But there was a there's because I don't know if you guys remember when cars broke down, like that one car broke down because he wasn't putting oil in it. And they had him running up mountains going to Wyoming, and a motor blew up out there, John. I think Robyn was driving the car, but it was actually Christine's car. And Kody rode the motorcycle over to the mechanic. That was the first time I saw the motorcycle. That was the first season. All right. But thanks everybody who called in. I appreciate you guys. Thanks everybody who gave super chats, as well as definitely got to remember Lizzie B gifted one My Take on Reality membership. What? She making sure the party keeps going. Thank you, Lizzie B. I appreciate all your support. Thank you so much. Yeah, but we have this Saturday noontime show. Talk about everything. It's awesome. Member show. It's a good time. So if you have your memberships, come on through. Come on through. We got tonight we had super chats and membership donations from Lizzie B, Jody Periscala, Tracy Roth Myers, Ms. Monica, the new empty nester, of course we had we had the Bronze Empress. I'm tired of watching Mary go through puberty and menopause at the same damn time. Then we had Megatron, of course, coming off the top ropes. SD Mac. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Let me give them, as well as the Mega Mod Squad, Brittany Not Brittany, Caramel Cuties, and Lizzie B, a little something. Again, let's keep put some hearts in the chat for Negla 3, Darlene Hall, Megatron, as well as Betty Aldridge. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate the community coming together as we traverse this foolishness on Sister Wives, as well as other issues and some of life's challenges. It's always nice to be cool with somebody who's cool and stable and wonderful as we face these challenges, especially to know that we aren't facing them alone. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a great night, but have an even better morning. That's my take. I'm James, and this has been my take on reality. And I'm out.